recording.
Nobody else messages me. Or, I mean, I guess it is early. But.
Yeah. I had forgotten about it until I got the ping on Discord. I was like, oh yeah, that was today.
Quarter, the play quarter, military quarter, and construct quarter.
Just excited to be here.
Oh yeah.
Be excited to be on Thursdays.
What the hell is that?
Yeah, well, yeah, this one's... There's all sorts of toys in this game.
What is this hamster looking thing right here?
It's
What
a
the hell?
huntable marmot.
You died.
You killed it!
I didn't do anything!
You sick fuck!
Toy box.
Yeah, there's all sorts of stuff in the game that's just to waste time. Here you go. You want to see the rarest thing in the game? You ready for it? As soon as I find it. Wait, do I have it on this character? I should have it right.
Is the new boy here?
We're both
Yeah,
outside. We're here to summon if people need.
Can I get you to open 2 lock boxes for me?
Here we go. Lenny, you ready? Where'd you go?
I don't know where you're at.
Ready? You ready? You ready?
60 or
Come out.
It's actually from this expansion too.
What?
Oh, yeah, the ape.
The Super Symbion Sphere. You can fight in this form too.
Doris won a game of Hearthstone? People still play that?
No.
I don't know.
I love Hearthstone.
Oh, does someone have the bot? I might have the bot. Hold on.
That Rune Sarah
Smashes
killed
the train set.
I
I have it
bought
somewhere.
it at one point, but I'm pretty sure it wasn't a.
There's only 35 pages of toys.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, it wasn't a toy
Wait,
when
here we
I
go.
bought it, and I never actually.
Crash
Crash
and Shredder, was that it? Was the Crash and Thrash and Shredder? I don't remember.
No, it's the Train Stomper or something like that.
There it goes.
Oh, I can't trade it. And I can't put
You
it in
got
that
it. Oh,
lower
there.
box.
Probably because we're on different servers.
Oh, maybe.
Yeah, you have to.
Oh, I also have the transmogrifier thing, if I can find it.
You can't trade it for now on the same server, new boy.
Oh, here, Lina. Lina, come here. Where you at? Come here.
What?
Come
I
here.
was
Under
trying to
the
get
line.
to unlock some lock boxes for me.
No, there's a fun thing that happens here. Here. Wait. There you
Somebody
go.
else
There's a
pull out
present
your
inside for you.
Thrash and Racer. Let's go. Who's gonna get?
Oh gosh, I remember
Is
this.
it the Troika? Is that Russian thing? Exactly, is that Russian thing?
My gosh, there's more than one.
Yeah, it's a nest. It's a nesting chest.
Let's see how far I can go. Ooh, I got a biscuit.
I got ice cream.
Ooh.
Finish off the biscuit.
It's just the amount of bag space you get now is just retarded.
No arcane crystals, totally worth it.
Oh, there is a toy, the Haunted Memento toy. All right.
Oh, is it a toy? I thought it was an inventory item.
No, it isn't. I got the inventory item, but I found it in my toy box too. There's a
Oh,
toy.
wind-up train wrecker. Yeah.
Just
A little imp on my back.
Oh, here we go. Here's the guy.
Yay,
come
the
talk to
guy,
this
the guy.
I found it. I favorited it. This
Oh,
was actually on page
yeah.
1.
What guy?
Oh, let's
Oh, you got
equip
KT?
a.
Well, that's pretty cool. Where'd you get that?
You had to buy it. It was like $5 or $10. I forget.
It looks so weird as a demon hunter because like now my wings are gone and I just jump around.
It turns you into anything like one of many NPCs. Why?
Why does KT have a flagpole up his ass?
I have no
Why
idea
not?
what I. Oh, I still have my toy weapons on too. That's kind of funny.
Just unequip that.
Am I
Become a-
Jandis from Skolo?
Playing with.
Maybe?
I think I'm Jandis.
Doesn't
Check
actually
this out,
say.
too.
All right, got your sound on. Here comes my favorite toy they nerfed. Used to be able to do that. non-stop. I had it macroed on my Mangle for Arena.
Oh
Oh
gosh.
my god.
You are what is wrong with this game.
And also, they got the Flame Breath one. Used to be able to use non-stop.
New
Did I
boy,
get
we're
nail
so
art
good.
in
Look
here?
at this shit.
Oh.
We're so good, new boy.
Got it.
Got skills.
Okay, this is the whole stream us using our
Oh
toys.
my god.
Yeah.
Yep. That's it. Oh hey,
It's
let
already
me.
more content than classic.
Oof. Where?
I use content
We'll just no talking.
loosely.
Here we go. We currently have one viewer.
Hey, we can just lower the drop rate by 10% and call that content.
Ragen's asking who's streaming it. If you want to put your link in live discussion,
Let me post that.
get those.
I don't
views up.
actually have the link. I just type it. http://
Oh god.
There we go. Ha! No path available? What? Spell not learned? What?
Here's the best toy.
There it goes.
Or the Moon Feather statue.
Oh man, the OG Nailar.
Claim best toy.
Yeah, I have like a multitude of toys on at the same time right now.
Oh yeah, my
Sneaky undead.
transmog. Oh, I'm now ghosty. Yeah, that's right. I have that.
Now I'm a wizard. I have 4 things on at the same time.
Oh my gosh.
Ooh, I'm on top of the portal.
Hey, I do have stream chat up, so if someone in there can tell me if something's wrong with the audio, it should be good.
Ooh, it still works stealth. You guys got the stackable stag?
I do not
I used
think
to use
so.
it in Arena. You can use it stealth, so what I would do is I would target someone and use it, and it puts it on them, and it'd be running around looking for me. I'd just be placing stackable stags on them.
Evidently, they fixed stealth detection on pets. New patch. So.
Oh, I might actually want to PvP then.
Well, they can see you now and react and walk over to you, start attacking if they're unaggressive.
Wait, so they made it worse?
Basically, just yeah. Now they act like normal mobs, pretty much. So like if you hit their detection range, they'll turn and face you and give away your location. And if they're on aggro and you get too close, they will get within aggro range. They'll aggro you and start attacking on their own, even if you're stealthed.
I mean, my problem
you
is
can just put,
I can put 30 yards between me and a pet and vanish off a hunter's mark, and the pet will just follow me and knock me out.
Yeah.
And like that's really what it needs to get fixed. Because then I'd like never lose against a hunter unless they were actually good at the game. Instead of, you know, oh wait, the pet decided to keep following me through 2 vanishes. I guess I lost.
Yeah, that sucks, but that's how it was in Classic, though.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now they can basically just set their pet on aggressive and stand on top of it, and the pet's gonna get the initiative every time.
Hey, Thoris, why don't you go open that chest? Oh, okay. Someone else.
Beat you.
Yo, am I too late for the walkthrough?
Yes.
Yeah.
We already did it.
See ya.
I do want to touch the orb. for
hell's
Instructor
on my head?
Vesuvius. What? Why do... Gosh.
We dropped this Moonkin thing.
It's a debuff. So you could probably jump out of Naxx outside and die, and that would get rid of it. Though I'm pretty sure that fall isn't lethal anymore.
Great, now boom.
Demon Hunter, Lena, you can fall down there and just float.
Oh no, you're supposed to die to get rid of the debuff.
Oh, look at all the spiders over here.
What level is this raid now?
30.
I believe. Yeah.
Wait a minute. Are you telling me that the server Bigglesworth is named after that cat?
Yes.
Yep.
Blood, did you get an invite from me?
Yeah.
But Bigglesworth is also a reference to a cat from another piece of medium somewhere.
Or from Naxx or
Austin Powers.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah, that would be the one.
Nothing bad will happen if I use this, right?
No, nothing will happen.
You lied to me.
Why? What happened?
I'm in Saffron's lair.
Oh, wait, what? You don't actually have to clear to kill Saf anymore?
Not in retail.
God damn it.
I just walked in, so I was like, what the fuck?
Well, get back out then.
Yeah, I walked out.
Yeah, don't walk into the lair and ruin it for everybody.
I don't know, the animation might already be triggered.
Nah, nothing. I looked in the room, I saw nothing.
Yeah, you gotta walk pretty close to trigger it.
You gotta go to the middle. The trigger.
I'm triggered.
I mean, you gotta pull it, right?
I don't think it
Basically.
pulls.
Yeah, it pulls.
Oh. Well, it doesn't pull if you're 60 or 50.
And... Wait, so who's Elrond's?
Someone killed the cat.
Who did it?
Oh, how dare you!
I threw it at the maggot, and I forgot that the glaive can go further than one target, and it killed the cat.
Now you've done it.
Classics canceled.
Yeah.
Look, this is why you don't let the new guy play the Demon Hunter.
Death Knight's a much more broken tank anyway.
Oh, my Death Knight's level 28, so...
Well, they didn't nerf the bubble wand.
Question, why am I a boomkin?
Because someone put
The
down a statue.
statue.
Alright, this is...
You never wanted to be a boomkin?
No, not really.
No, it's the perfect time. They're actually, I mean, everything's decent, I think.
Wasn't the meta boomkin for BFA?
I mean, there's this... They have a... I think it's 65 yard centered on themselves AoE that does an okay amount of damage. So...
The meta
That's pretty
shifts pretty quickly because they constantly are changing
Yeah,
things.
like, do you want to know why they banned multi-boxing? It's because literally every zone that had, you know, auto spawns in it, had like 12 moonkins constantly spamming, killing everything before they could get reached. It was so broken. Like, there's a few questing zones in BFA where all you had to do was like tag something and then the moonkins would just obliterate it.
Funny.
Oh, thanks. Thanks for the summon.
No problem.
Yeah, let me get one. Yeah, good
Yeah, I got you. I got you, brother. I got you, brother.
Also, this way people couldn't
What else
look
are you summoning,
both
Lana?
things at the same
Oh
time.
no, I'm just pressing buttons.
You just summoning yourself now? You gonna
I'm
jump off?
summoning Frostbite now.
Oh, I'm here.
Cool. Oh,
Summon
he's
me
there.
again.
Going inside.
Okay.
Alright, we can probably start soon, right?
Yeah, is Wani here?
Yeah.
You're in the raid?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Don't wanna,
Everyone's
check
within
my
40
friends.
yards of me, so...
Let me
Is it
check
for
my
everyone?
friends. I don't think there's anybody else. Jam, Vesper.
Alrica?
Oh my gosh.
I don't think so.
I was about to say, don't take my warlock loot, but it's all personal loot. It doesn't matter. Or does it still drop in normal in the old raids?
I think it's still personal.
Yeah, it's all personal.
I think everything. Yeah, I thought they updated everything to personal.
Alright, yeah, we could start. Just we're gonna go through really quickly. Just hold all questions until the end. Try not to talk during it. I just want to get through this. So first wing, we're gonna do spider wing. I'm not gonna go through all this trash. Basically, the knight will go through it like as we do it. I'm not really worried about it. These things, I don't know. We used to AOE taunt these things and shield wall because they would hurt. So I don't know how they're gonna be, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
We might just AOE taunt like Last Stand or some shit like that.
Oh, it's just gonna pull.
Oh.
I think.
Bye, Wani.
Okay.
I'll grab you.
I made it. Apparently, I can walk past it.
Oh, hey.
So,
Let
first
me.
boss. Everybody get in the room. We'll go through it.
Maris already scooping loot.
Hell yeah, brother.
First things is, if you don't have ability to like slow fall, you should go buy like about 40 noggin floggers and use that until you get the slow fall ability, because it'll help when you get impaled as a melee or anybody else that doesn't have slow fall. So basically, for the start of this, Wani, you're gonna pull Skull. Fuego will have pull X. We're gonna pull them over to end this side. New Boy's gonna run in, tank the boss where he is. His healers are gonna go with him. We're gonna kill these ads over here before, and we're not gonna stack them because they do a cleave effect.
It makes the blood pump faster.
If I can.
Don't kill the boss, please.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try to bring the boss over.
Man, you can just nuke the ad, probably, right?
Yeah.
No, just no one hit the boss. If you're above level 30, don't hit the boss.
So basically, New Boy's going to tank the ad. I can't really get. Probably, I don't know. We used to do it on the other side. It doesn't really matter what side you do it on, but he'll tank it on the ad right here. Basically, can someone else taunt the boss so I can actually?
I'll come get it. Yeah.
He's not doing any damage to you.
No, I just wanted. I didn't want to. Okay, so I just want someone to taunt it and then put it in that corner where it was. Go in the corner. Yeah, go in the corner. So basically, if you're melee and you're see how everyone just got hit by that, but if you're melee, we don't want to stack on the boss, right? Or any even the range, you don't want to stack. You want to do like a little semicircle around the boss and hit, so you don't like everyone doesn't get hit up in the air. Because if they're targeting me, and New Boy's in front of me, then New Boy's gonna get hit up in the air and take about 1,000 damage coming down if he doesn't have slow fall, and then I'll get hit up as well. So it's just more damage, more raid damage. You don't really want all that. So we're not going to be stacking when we're killing this boss. At about 90... What was that?
EM's attack.
Yeah. At about 90 seconds into the fight, I don't know if he's going to do Locust Swarm.
There it is.
There it is. And New Boy is going to run along the edge of that... I don't know, the edge of the room, basically.
The close edge or the far edge?
The far edge.
Okay.
And then the raid, this is going to spawn, Blood's going to pick up the Crypt Guard. We're going to fight the Crypt Guard over here where I'm jumping right now, because he's going to be walking over there. He does a 30-yard Locust Swarm, basically it does a silence and does AoE damage, so no one wants to be next to him. So the only person that might be over on this side but not be in there is going to be Wani. You're going to be in New Boy's group, and when he calls for it, I'm going to have you put Pack on if he needs it. He's also going to have Swiftness pots. You want to get across the room as fast as possible. Basically, the boss is just going to move slowly across on this side of the room. Healer might need to be over here if New Boy like dips in the acid. Might need to top him off, but everybody
we follow him normally. We just stand like behind him.
Yeah, but everybody else, the entire raid is going to be on this side where we're away from the boss, and we're going to kill the Crypt Guard. After the Crypt Guards die, there's about 10 Scarabs that come out, so those need to be AoE down. Anyone else that dies, like if I die in the raid, I will spawn 5 Crypt Guards, so we don't want people dying in massive, obviously. We're just gonna be a wipe. But that's pretty much it. I think we should only do like 1 phase of Locust Swarm. I don't think we're gonna do 2. I think 1 will probably be what our DPS is pretty high. This boss is pretty easy.
What happens if New Boy does have a slow fall? Does he become a non-threat target while he's falling?
Should we kill him now or keep pulling around?
You can kill him. It's fine. What do you mean? What do you mean?
Like, he shouldn't evade, because if he's in the air.
No, nobody doesn't have to chug slow fall. He's fine. He'll get hit up in the air, but he'll come back down. You don't want him to be like slow falling down.
Okay.
if he's tanking the boss. That's pretty much it. There's really not really abilities. So Impale and Locust Swarm are the biggest things. The Crypt Guards spawn the ads. That's pretty much it. Don't stack on each other when you're on the boss. I think that's pretty much it.
Yeah, I think the only fall mitigation is Rogue, Druid, Priest, and Mage. Everyone else
so if you're like a warrior,
needs a thing.
Warriors
Warriors could intercept. I guess.
I guess if you're have the rage to do it, you could do it.
Mages can blink trick, and priests have to spend a light feather every time.
I remember this room.
It's trash.
Yep. Shit's ass.
Yeah, I remember this trash being really annoying.
It focuses a target, doesn't it? And then tries to kill it.
That seems to be what happened to me.
People get webbed when they're in line of sight, so we had certain people stand out line of sight. I think healers, and I think there's a nuke mechanism where the bigger ones call the small ones to focus somebody.
The spinners will wrap you. Well, they do a web wrap. It pulls the target in, reducing its speed. I don't know what were those Crypt Reavers?
Wait, someone has AT-ish equipped?
Yeah.
Yeah, Spinal got it back in the day. I don't even see those on my list.
Wow.
Okay.
See, it's not worthless on a druid.
What do you mean? Just because your guild was dumb.
Oh.
These Venom Stalkers are pretty. I remember being nasty with their poison. I think it's charges enemy causing 2,000 nature damage, so within 5 yards. So definitely want to have range. Probably get these down. These packs can be pretty annoying too because there's a lot of shadow damage. These cultists and these. I think the cultists do a shadow burst.
Yeah, if you just walk into them, they start doing it right away and just knocks you around.
So you gotta be careful. I think most of the cultists, I think, will probably have range takedown.
Yeah, I don't think you can melee him.
So, but yeah, this trash is actually kind of really annoying.
I still love. I think it's Scarm has a video of on a private server.
Don't pull a boss.
One pulling this entire room. We had like all of their paladins equip Earthshaker and Bubble and just chain CC.
Okay. All right. So in this room, let me just mark these. So.
Well, it's a good thing we have a priest. Kidding. But Vesper can get some practice.
Yeah.
I don't think it works via mind control. I think you have to kill it instead of mind control it.
Oh yeah, they might.
Because it's
You're right. They might have changed it.
Most of the class specific shit is gone from Wrath Naxx.
Yeah, like you'll see at Resuvius, there's a orb now to mind control them.
Okay. New boy, you'll be on a square and triangle over on this side of the like whatever little stage, I guess. Tanking those two ads, probably closer than you are right now. Like kind of like by the stairs. And Fuerin will have circle and purple over on this side. We're gonna kill Skull and X before we get on the boss. We're gonna kill Skull and X up on top of the stage there because they do like a silence, so we can't just drag them around the raid. We want to spread out in this fight too because they do what does she do? Rain of Fire, yeah. So you don't want to be stacking on top of each other. And then there's also going to be a poison bolt that she does that needs to be cleansed off of anyone that gets hit by it. I think it's a 10-yard. I don't know, 10 players. 10 players it'll hit.
Yeah, I don't know if it's random. I forget how it picks the 10 players because I remember it shooting pretty far.
It doesn't say closest. It just says 10.
I think it's random.
So basically, we just need to make sure that's cleansed as soon as possible. So New Boy will have his two ads on that side. Fern will have his two ads on that side. Vesper will be like in the middle. 10 seconds before she's about to enrage, Vesper will take one of the worshippers, mind control it, bring it up next to her. As soon as mind control hits, or as soon as enrage hits, a priest needs to bubble blood, and then Vesper will use the add ability to take her out of enrage.
You can do it beforehand.
Yeah, but it's shorter if you use it beforehand. You want to use it right as she actually enrages.
Good point.
So to get the full the ability, we want to use it right as she enrages. So we'll bubble him, and pop it. So I'll be on Skull. Jam will be on X. We got to burn these ads down. They do a knockdown. I think they'll just do a berserker charge on random people. It'll knock you back. But as soon as those are dead, then everybody else will be on the boss, and we just got to burn the boss. Vesper will do that. If you really are scared about getting burned alive, fire pots you can use, beforehand, before the pull. Might save you if you're really bad at moving out of shit. That's pretty much it. There's not really else much to this fight. It's pretty easy.
Says the guy not healing.
I was about to say, there's several times I've not moved out of shit to get a heal off and then died.
Vesper, you want to try to mind control one of these? Worship? I don't...
Yeah, sure. I'll do it now.
You might have still had to do it on 25 man because
There's the ability there. You see it?
Yep, there was.
Yep.
Perfect. That was it.
Yeah.
There's the
and
rain
it
of
debuffs her
fire.
for what is it's a minute, I think.
Panic.
Right? A minute.
Panic. Yeah, it's a minute if you get it. If you get it right as she enrages. There's the poison bolt. Random people dispel. Line is not dispelling.
So Vesper, you get an idea? Is it instant cast, Vesper?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah. So
let me dispel the demon hunter real quick.
So 10 seconds before she's enraging, Vesper will get that and then have it ready. We just need to make sure that if rain of fire goes on Vesper, during that time someone can heal and bubble him. Obviously you can't really move. You can't move, right? When you're mind controlling?
It's a very short leash, so yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, I just got hit with the poison bolt and I was the furthest person away, so yeah, it's random.
Yeah, so random 10 people. So we just need to make sure that we're on top of the spells.
Yeah, and this is meant for not having your dispel on a 8-second cooldown for no reason.
By the way, if anyone gets any cool warlock gear and doesn't want it, just pass it my way.
Already did. I was playing Pokemon. Shit. Alright.
Oh yeah, if the two-handed sword drops, I'm gonna be really pissed because I'm on the wrong character.
Alright, so the Tomb Horrors, they do like scarabs, they'll like shoot out scarabs like they do in Strat. And those are creepers.
They put healing debuffs on, I think.
The Veil of Shadow reduces healing effects 50%.
Yeah.
That's a curse. So
tanks will need bubbled and lots of healing. It won't look like we're dying, but we won't be.
Wait, no, Veil of Shadow's a curse, so
yeah.
You can dispel it. Yeah.
I remember having to heal. For some reason, I was thinking I had to heal through it.
So you just need to make sure mages are on top of it, because druids are gonna be healing. So.
Does everyone know what the slime does?
Depending on the week, we only have one, I think. The slime reduces. Yeah, just hop in.
Yeah.
It.
So it does not.
There's the ghost, the shade. So the shade does a AOE shadow. I know you killed it instantly, but those can be actually really dangerous and wipe the raid. They do just basically shadow bolts, just like in AQ, the big guy that does the shadow bolts, and it's a 30-yard range, I believe. Yeah, it's 30-yard range. So I'd like to have probably just range, take it down, and melee stay out, because it's pretty brutal. I think it's like.
Are those invisible?
2,000.
Because I didn't see it at first.
Yeah, it's invisible.
Okay, so we'll need warlocks to keep detect invisibility up on tanks.
Oh, that's another thing. Sorry, since Gluck's not here, I mean you're here. I need. It's like at the beginning of the Spider Wing. I want you to start all the warlocks to start distributing health stones for Lothab to the entire raid as we go through this trash. So everyone should have one by the time we get there. Okay.
Yeah, so the slime reduces your base stats by 90%, and in modern that doesn't matter. But in classic, when you walk out of the slime, you'll be at 10% mana and 10% health.
Yeah, it doesn't give you your stats back.
Yeah, it doesn't give you any of that. Okay, yeah, it's a strat. It was a strat for patchwork for a while, but given what we now know about patchwork, we probably won't use it.
Okay, so third boss, the Spider Wing.
But patchwork is not here.
The biggest ability that we need to make sure that we're watching for is web wrap, which is going to happen right here where I'm jumping on this spider web behind us. Wani, I want you to have a 5-man range crew that takes the people down as soon as possible. So I want you to come up with. I was gonna have Bibbo do it, but I know he's in the press of moving and stuff. So grab like a mage, hunter, a couple hunters. Somebody that can just AoE the shit out of those, and we need to make sure the healers get down as soon as possible if they get up there. Okay.
Is it always the spot where you were jumping?
It's always this spot behind us. Yeah.
It's on the webbed area. It can be anywhere from like where I'm at here to like over to this part.
And that's web wrap, and that's 20 seconds after the fight starts that they'll start. Max will start doing that.
When he says healers, you're gonna want to prio the healers to have to heal over time for when we get stunned.
Yeah. So
yeah, and we have a group for that. It's gonna be basically the druids, obviously, Lincoln, Naylor.
Druids in 8 out of 8, and
yeah. Okay, but basically for the boss is gonna be tanked, kind of where that I don't know, the fucking
stone is.
Stone is, yeah, and faced away from the raid. New Boy with tanking. Blood will be on the little small spiders that spawn. Small spiders start at about 30 seconds after the fight starts. They need to be AoE down. Most of the time we'll just piercing, or well, I'm gonna respec piercing howl for the fight, so I'll help out as well. Piercing howl. Basically just kind of drag them back to the melee, and melee can cleave them down. And then the other biggest thing, necrotic poison, that's going to go on the tank, and that reduces healing by 90%. It needs to be cleansed as soon as possible. So I believe, Spinal, you said you were on that, or?
Poison? Yeah, I'm doing for like the stun thing. I'm going to do abolish.
Okay. So
every healer should be doing it that can do it when we're not getting stunned.
Gotcha. Okay, so basically we need to make sure that's off of New Boy as soon as possible. We did the web wrap, did the spider spawns, and then the other biggest thing on this fight is web spray. 40 seconds after the fight starts, basically every single person is going to be web wrapped. You cannot resist, you cannot evade it. Everyone is going to be incapacitated for I believe it's 8 seconds, and it does like 2k damage to everybody. But the boss will start continuously hit New Boy. So we need to make sure Abolish Poison is on New Boy. We need to make sure every hot in the game is on New Boy. New Boy, obviously Life-Giving Gem's a good one to use during that as well. And at 30%, she's going to Enrage. And so we want to make sure that we're not taking her to 30% before like the web spray actually can come out. We want to make sure that New Boy has enough time to actually hit shield wall, because he wants a shield wall during that 8-second spam of web spray when she's actually enraged. It's very important because the tank can drop instantly. But basically those are the abilities. That's where we're going to tank her. Wani, like I said, in charge of the range group, getting down the healers and people web sprayed or web wrapped.
And just to interject here, Thors, just one thing for the healers that are in the call. We will have like healer specific assignments for the web wrap thing for getting hots and things on the tanks. So we'll sort of provide that info like when we're in raid, but just to sort of keep things efficient.
Do you want to, I was going to ask, do you want to just release that sheet that you made up tonight just so they can see it? And if we make changes, we'll just let them know.
Yeah, for sure. So I'll post, just have a working document with notes we were making for healing assignments. So I'll post that in the Discord for everyone to see.
All right, so let's just start it here. Let's see.
And get an idea, see where we get thrown up.
Remember, you should mention that. Make sure the raid isn't in front of him when you pull, or they get debuffed, don't they?
Yeah, yeah.
He has poison spray. Yeah, you gotta turn him around immediately, basically.
Yeah, like when we run in, it won't be like that. It'll we'll run in from like the top. New boy will run in from the top.
So there's the web range. That's a good indicator. You can see how far apart they are. Sometimes you can get split, so you gotta have people ready.
So it is like there. That's quite a large range.
It's pretty much the whole web on the wall.
There's
It can be almost that.
Those are little spiders that'll be picked up by blood, myself.
How did I get through it? Oh.
I'm not even hitting it.
Yeah,
There's web wrap.
You can't. Forgot that I passively heal everyone.
She keeps nuking the tank while everyone's stunned.
How long it lasts in Classic too? Like that wasn't that long, but I can imagine in Classic it could be a little bit worse, right? Because
You're just sitting there staring at the health, at the tank's health. Just.
I mean, it's 8 seconds, so I mean.
No, Wani!
Everything you got, as far as hots need to be on the rolling. I mean, life-giving gem for the first one's good. Last stand for one is good, and then saving shield wall for when she's enraged and you get it. So I mean, like, it happens every 40 seconds. So I don't think she's gonna last long. I mean, I think we're gonna probably burn her, but you're gonna have a decent amount. I don't think it'll be a big deal though.
Yeah.
But all right, that's it. You can kill her.
Can also bubble out of the first route too, can't they? If I remember correctly.
No, I don't think you can do. You can't get out of the wrap at all.
Alright, everybody, this over here.
Yeah, this is your teleport to the beginning.
Brings you back to the middle. If you didn't know that. Over here.
And then you can see an indicator of which wing you've completed on all these eyes.
By the jumping flying demon hunter.
Yep. Jumping. All right. Next wing we're gonna do is Plague Wing. Like I said, Warlocks, please make sure that we're passing out health stones. Obviously tanks, you can use your health stones, but for the other raid members, please don't. I mean, you shouldn't really need health stones. Don't use them. Save them for Lotheb because we're not gonna have the Warlocks continuously give them out to people besides the tanks.
Yeah, use your normal health pots first, definitely.
Yeah. So these slimes, they do go. They do resist at like 30%, I believe. Just they will glow a different color, and then the resist. I'm trying to find it where I have it. So if they go black, if they turn black, they're shadow immune. If they turn blue, they're frost. They turn green, they're nature, and they turn red, they're fire immune. So just be aware of that. These stone scale gargoyles, these are can be kind of dangerous because I think at 30% they will start channeling an ability that'll heal them. You have 6 seconds to kill them, basically. So we need to nuke the shit out of them when it hits 30%.
For the slime and ghoul packs, I remember having to kite them. Didn't we have to kite them or something?
Yeah, I think they one-shot tanks. The slimes hit.
I
the slimes hit ridiculously hard.
I remember the slimes do hitting hard as well, but I didn't think that was until they actually grew at the end and turned a different color.
Is there something with like an aggro issue with them too? I just remember them aggroing on me like crazy and having the kite.
Yeah, we always kited them. I don't remember the exact reason either, but I think it's because they do a boatload of
That's
damage.
one of the packs that hunters can solo.
If you have to kite them, it's probably because the tanks aren't building threat, and the healer, you'd probably just rip threat off of it.
They might be. Are they immune physical as well?
It looks like when I tried to dash through them.
Well, not now.
These rush, and it said that they were immune.
No. One of my sheet that I looked up, it didn't say it was. So I'm not 100% sure. That'll be something we'll have to actually play with. The ghouls do a frenzy. I don't know if that can be tranked. And they do. So they hit pretty hard. I know that. Okay. So Noth. There's gonna be 3 camps here. Basically this one right here, the one
you have ground markers.
Here. Oh yeah, ground mark them. And then the one past the red X, it's on the other side.
That one.
Yeah, it's a little closer, but yeah. So basically, we're gonna have New Boy, Blood, and Jam on those. I'll be on the boss. We're gonna have a hunter assigned to each one of these. The little skeletons that come out in the beginning really don't take a lot. We're just gonna pluck them away. And if you need help, we'll have like the mages. Basically, it's gonna be like the range camp is standing here. and then the boss is in the middle, and the melee's on him. We don't really want everyone spread out because he does a blink ability, and I need to pick him back up as soon as possible. So the biggest thing on this fight is the curse. There's going to be a decursor in each group. If it's not decursed within 10 seconds off of every single person in this raid, it's a wipe. It's just plain and simple. So
what does it do?
What is it?
I think it instantly kills you, doesn't it?
It everyone. I don't know exactly.
It does, like, that's what it does.
I think it just instantly kills you. Like it chains between targets and kills.
I don't
everybody.
know exactly what it does, but it's a wipe. Let's put it that way. It's not decursed. Basically, so you're gonna be a decursor in everyone. So if you're casting a fireball, you need to stop and decurse. If you're casting a heal as a druid, you need to decurse. Like it's that important. That's pretty much this fight. Like it's the decurse. So basically, the 3 camps are gonna be tanked. There's gonna be a hunter in each one, plucking down the little skeletons that come out. I'll be tanking him in the middle of the room. Good night, baby. Love you. The melee is going to be on him, and then the range is going to be like right here stacked. And then if they need help in the corners, they can turn and help. The biggest ability, obviously, we went through the curse. The little summon skeletons are going to be tanked. The blink is every 25 seconds. It's a threat wipe, so DPS has to stop. I have to pick him back up. He does a cripple every time he blinks, which will basically slow me down. I need probably Lina. I'm going to have you on. Freedom. I think
it should be a magic effect.
It might be. Either way, I need to be cleansed immediately.
Yeah.
So as soon as he blinks, I need to be cleansed. And then that's the biggest abilities on the ground. And then at 110 seconds into the fight, he's going to teleport up to that little balcony over there behind us. And then there's going to be bigger ads that come out of the corners. So basically, we're going to have a designated, like group 1 goes to, Blood's corner, group 2 goes to Jam's corner, group 3 goes to New Boy's corner, and then we'll just kill the ads as they come out, and then basically it just starts all over again. He comes back down in the middle of the room, I pick him back up, and that's pretty much it. So it's a pretty easy fight as long as we can decurse. If we can decurse, it's a one-shot.
Yeah. Do you think we'll actually hit the ad phase? Because, I know we kill Thancred in 90 seconds.
Yeah, I mean, I'm hoping this is going to be a quick fight. The only thing is that...
the blinks might make it take longer.
The blink is going to be a little problematic as long as DPS can hold off. And
people got to throttle themselves because he will run to you and kill you if you don't stop DPS.
He does hit pretty hard.
We are going to lose mages to ignite stacks.
Yeah.
Because they can't stop the ignites.
It might be something, depending on how it works, we'll have to play with it.
Bubble order?
I mean, I don't know if we'll be able to use ignites.
I mean, we can just lose the mages.
We just need to make sure that people have lips, and we need to make sure that people... We need to make sure people have lips is, the biggest thing.
You don't just decide that that ignite is there or not. It's not a spell you cast.
Yeah. You just.
Oh, I thought it was something. Oh, okay.
It's when you crit.
You don't use fire abilities.
It's a crit, so it comes on.
Got it.
Fire spell.
I thought ignite was its own ability, or was that they added it later?
So these are
talent
ability.
Well, let's see what happens when this curse.
So the curse is on us right now. I don't know if it's gonna kill us.
I can't dispel enough of it, so.
This one doesn't seem to hit as hard or as often. Or
they might have changed it.
Yeah, cripples magic.
Wani, it'll probably kill Wani. I don't think it's gonna one-shot level 60s and 50s.
It's just a cripple.
Looks like he does a cripple. It needs to be dispelled.
That's really teleports is the cripple.
Every time he blinks, he does the cripple. So I need to be dispelled immediately, like the tank. That's the main thing, because I need to get back to him and pick him back up.
Yeah.
That's why we do that stack. So the melee is right behind him, right, and then the range is right behind the melee. That's why we do that. So he doesn't blink all over the place. I mean, obviously, I don't think he should be blinking to the tanks in the corner because.
I think he blinks to a random location. It's not the person.
All right, don't.
I think it's the person.
Decurse Wadi?
I remember the video saying random.
Let me see. Blinks short distance. Okay, maybe it's just a short distance.
Nope, I'm dead. Yeah, instant death.
Alright. How? So it's. Did Naylor have the curse too?
Yeah, the three of us did.
No, Wani didn't have the curse that got cleansed. So I think it does do AoE damage.
Oh shit! Should have let him go up there. All right. Well, this is the phase. This is 110 seconds in. These ads are going to be bigger that come out. Obviously, these are not tough right now, but they're going to be a little tougher. But nothing that we can't do. Not worried about it. I think it's what is it? It's 2 waves of plagued guardians. They can be stun locked, by the way. The ones that come out.
Are they? Okay, there we go.
Champion. Well, yeah, they're champions here, but they're they say they're champions or guardians in the video. But yeah, they can be stun locked. So I think they hit harder, a lot harder than the little skeletons that come out. But I'm not too worried about it.
I want to say they have a Mortal Strike as well in Classic.
Maybe. We'll have a rogue on each corner.
There was something threatening about them. Much more so than the little turds that just follow.
Do they have a bone shield? I don't remember.
That should be purgeable.
Alright.
I got all the res.
What the fuck is this?
Alright, res up to the people.
Yeah, I got them both.
And we all get to dance now. You guys ready?
So I was watching one of the videos, and basically for this.
Oh, depression room.
Yeah, they just run down to one side after clearing this one little angle.
Yeah, I have a video I posted. I'll post it in the next channel as well. It just basically goes through. So basically, what's gonna happen is we'll pull the opening pack with these grubs and like probably about 3 or 4 of these bats. We're gonna nuke them down. Then after they're dead, we're gonna go across and pick up. We're gonna pick up stuff along the way, and we're going to this corner. Once we're in this corner, we're gonna nuke the stuff down. We're gonna drink real quick. This is gonna be the drinking corner. If everyone is stacked up on this corner, then we should only get 2 more grubs as they spawn back. After those grubs are dead, New Boy's gonna pick up the Plague Beast, tank it away out of the raid. So he's gonna tank it out of the raid, and we'll nuke the melee will nuke the Plague Beast down while the range kill those little bats that are gonna respawn. We're gonna go up this wall, and there's gonna be, I think, more Plague Beasts at the end that needs to be picked up. Yeah, that one needs to be picked up and tanked out over here. And then after that Plague Beast is dead, we're gonna go around the corner. Hug the wall, hug the wall, hug the wall, and then once we get to this corner, we're gonna stack in this corner.
That's
stack.
The boss pulls from this corner in Classic.
Yeah,
you have to stack from this corner over here. If you're gonna stop before you go in.
If you stack in that corner correctly, he won't pull.
Yeah, there is shots of what's his face, the asshole streamer. Yeah. Failing to get a drink break there.
I think we went to this corner.
So yeah, we should be prepared to have to move to that corner. Like we're pretty good at stacking.
That's fine. We can go to this corner.
But it might not work. He will reset when he tries to leave though. So like it's fine.
All right. So Frost, I marked you as a range. So all range healers are gonna go on basically a little podium. Okay.
Someone pulled.
Yeah, well, he resets. Yeah, see. So.
Okay, so basically, all the range casters are gonna go where he's standing, and New Boy's gonna pick him up, and the melee is gonna pick him up, and he's gonna pull as soon as you walk in his room. He's gonna pull. So, like, he's not pulling because I'm too high level, but New Boy's gonna pick him up right here. All casters are gonna run up there where he is. New Boy's gonna start tanking him. You're gonna wait. I think it's like 8 seconds. The shit's gonna start. Okay.
Oh yeah, you can't get aggro. Sorry, don't attack.
I'm not hitting him. So yeah, then we're gonna move to the next one. New Boy.
He has a. By the way, if people on the platform are getting hit, he has a aura that he pulsates. You got to get away from him.
We're gonna move to the next one. Yeah, it's a.
A disease you have to get rid of, and yeah, it's a mana drain in Classic. Here, it's a cast time
increase. Move to the next one. The last one over here. This is phase 1, right? Okay, so you guys are just nuking them up there. We're healing.
Now.
Okay, all right, that's fine. And then we're gonna move to the next one.
I just want to mention one thing. When you go over to like on the edges, and when you do the dance, don't go over too far, like way over here, or you won't be able to go back.
Yeah. So basically, this is all phase 1, right? This is it. This is it. We're just gonna be moving. Melee's gonna be moving with New Boy along the 4 quarters, and the range and healers are just gonna range and heal. So the other thing that's gonna happen during phase 1 is I think 3 people are gonna get teleported into the hallway. The next hallway we'll go through it. We can't go through it right now because I think there's.
The TP doesn't happen in Wrath.
Okay.
So
okay,
it
so
won't.
yeah, we'll go through it after we kill him. But basically, so now this is phase 2. Everyone go to the first number 1. Number 1. We're gonna start at number 1. Okay, everyone has to get back here as soon as possible. It's gonna be faster. Start running. Go to 2.
Stop. Oh no.
Go to 3. Don't stop.
Yeah,
Just
you
go to
don't
3.
stop. It's phase.
Go to 4.
Don't go too
Turn
far.
around.
Just go just over the line and
Go
get ready to go back. Yep.
3. Go to 2. Go to 1.
I got hit.
I think I might have been too far.
Yeah.
Then basically back, and then basically when you're in 2, you just keep running. Just run to 2 if you're far enough out, and then go back to 4. Basically, this is all phase 2. And if you're range and you can do like an instant cast, do it. But don't stop. You cannot stop running to cast anything. Okay, then New Boy's gonna pick him back up. All the range is gonna go back up platform. New Boy's gonna pick him back up and start at number 1.
Anyone in range, make sure you're not getting hit by that aura. So if you're ever too close, just back up on the platform.
And then we're gonna go to 2. So that's the fight, right, you guys? I mean, that's it. I mean, I know people are gonna die if they've never done it before. I mean, I might die. I haven't done it in 15 years, really. I mean, like, who knows? Just be careful. You can't be really that on the edge, like Spinal said. You know, it does like have like a weird, like it'll hit you still, even if you're not like you don't think you're in it, right?
Yeah.
So.
At least for Wrath, it does do less damage on the edge. I'm not sure if that's true for Classic though.
Yeah, I don't remember. All right, so basically he's dead. Okay. Now, the other thing in this fight is that during phase 1, he's going to teleport 3 people to the end of this hallway, okay? These things, when you're going through, don't just run through, don't just try to, like, sprint through. Kill the shit, the Eye Stalkers especially, because the Eye Stalkers do a slowing effect on people, and it sucks. But the thing is, when you get to here, okay? When you get to here, you have to make sure that you don't run out in the room when the slime is about to go up, right? If you're a caster, and you know if the slime is down, you know the slime's not hitting, you could probably blink back over. That's fine. If you're melee, I would either wait until New Boy gets here with him, or you could run. You know, if you're fast enough, you could run over to the podium and then try to catch up with New Boy. But I would probably just wait until he actually gets here, unless it's about to hit phase 2. If it's about to hit phase 2, you need to get the fuck out of this hallway because you're gonna instantly die. And obviously DBM will have timers and shit. So I mean, like, if it's about to hit, then you need to get out and get to the podium. And that's pretty much it for this fight.
Yeah,
but
please
don't just run through this hallway and not kill shit.
Oh no! They respawned back here.
Keep up with the group, man. What are you doing?
Yeah, see, they spawn back quickly, but please don't just run through. Especially like for someone that has like low mobility.
Oh, it's the wrong way.
Like Warrior in Classic.
Just a question. Can rogues like vanish and stealth through, or do they have stealth detection as well?
You can't see, but
they
can probably get back to the fight a lot faster if they respawn quickly anyway. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but then you're leaving
like 2 other people behind.
There's more than one at a time. Okay.
Yeah.
There's 3 people that get teleported each time. So you're
all rogues.
Then
well, yeah,
I guess vanish.
Rogues,
Oh shit, Naylor.
If you can, I guess.
Nice.
Yeah.
Where's Naylor dead at?
Were you checking stealth detect?
But so yeah, like don't leave your 2 companions that you get teleported with, please. Move through the tunnel together.
I need a decombat. Oh, there we go. Oh, no, Spinal got it.
Okay, so right after that fight's dead, and we're gonna go through the hallway. We're gonna chug shadow pots as we walk up to Lotheb, so our timers start up, and we have that on. So once we get here, everyone should have a greater shadow pot already popped. Basically, the biggest thing in this fight is that the healers can only heal once every minute. So we already went through a healing group. Basically, we're just gonna go group by group. So like, if say Line is in group 1, Spinal's in group 2, Vesper's in group 3. We're just gonna go by group 1, group 2, group 3, just as raid frames have it. So Lina, he's gonna do his biggest heal. He's gonna pop it on New Boy, and he's gonna say Lina healed. Then Spinal knows that he's up. So like, I mean, like if you're a healer, then you should know who's like before you, right? So you should look at the raid frames, know who's before you. Spinal says Spinal heals, and then Vesper heals, and it's just gonna keep. And we're just gonna go through healers like that until all the healers are done, and then it's gonna go right back to the start. The biggest thing is to use your biggest heal you can. Use Divine. What is that with the Paladin ability? I don't even fucking know.
Holy Light.
No.
Divine Favor?
Yeah, Divine Favor. Yeah,
That's a 2-minute cooldown, though.
Yeah, it's
so
fine. Just use
every
it,
other.
I would use it.
Yeah, use Inner Focus every time.
So you're
it's
telling
up.
me to use... Nah, I'm not gonna try.
Yeah, but the biggest thing too is like, so if like you're a priest, right, and you're like, oh shit, I'm getting low, don't fucking renew yourself. If you renew yourself, that's a heal. That counts as a heal. Yeah. You're fucked. Okay, so don't do anything as far as any healing abilities.
Yeah, Desperate Prayer probably also counts.
If you're a healer, after your heal is done, you will be DPSing. So make sure you, we're gonna have Wisdom up on the boss. We're gonna have Light up on the boss, so make sure that you can DPS somewhat, because this is basically a big DPS fight. The other thing in this fight is that there's spores that will increase your crit and basically decrease your threat. So we're gonna have groups set up. Probably gonna have some mages go and then some warriors go. I don't know about. Probably have the rogues like third in phase, just because they have abilities to actually manage their threat, whereas warriors and mages don't. Especially if mages get some rolling ignites. So I don't have the groups completely set up, but we're gonna have basically captains for each group. You have to make sure all 5 people are over there before you kill the spore, or the buff is pointless because it only will go on like 1 person or 2 people. You need to make sure.
5-yard range.
Yeah, so all 5 people that are in group 1 or group 2, so like say Navi's in group 1, he's the captain. He's going to make sure that all 5 of his people that are in his group are over there. They kill the spore, they get the buff, they go back on the boss. Okay? So that's how the spores are going to work. That's how healing's going to work. New Boy's going to tank him pretty much where he is, just faced away. And the other biggest thing in this fight is that obviously as you are DPSing, you don't get any heals because all the heals are going to the tank. So that's why we popped a greater Shadow Pot in the beginning of this fight. 2 minutes in, he's going to do, what is it?
2k shadow damage. Yeah.
It's Impending Doom. It's basically a shadow damage to the raid. The greater shadow should absorb most of that. You shouldn't take really a huge deal. After that goes out, you're going to pop another greater shadow, and you're going to continue to DPS. You're going to, I think, there's going to be light on the boss, so that'll help for melee as well. And then at 240, when it goes out, we're not going to do anything. At 310, we're going to bandage. If you are melee, you do need to like back away from him because he has an aura, and your bandage is not going to go off. So when you bandage, you need to step away from the boss. Bandage at 310. I'll have a macro for this. And then at 340, we're going to use health stones or tubers or the necklace thing that you have. Anything
that's only 600 health. So
well, anything you have.
If you don't have the health stone, then yeah. And I'd have it made, but
well, we should have Hellstones to everyone. Like I said, when we want to start at Spiderwing, we should have the entire raid have Hellstones with like 3 locks. I think we have. And then at 410, Greater Shadow and Bandage again. And like I said, make sure you're not standing next to him when you're bandaging. But that's pretty much it. So it's pretty much trying to keep yourself up, making sure you have your Greater Shadow Pots. We might only have to go through 2. I mean, we may not get to the 3rd one. It just depends on how our DPS is. If we start, really killing it, this was a tough fight back for us in the day. I think we actually ended up using world buffs to actually kill him. But
I think it'll be easy this time.
I think it'll be easier this time. Yes, I really do. I think a lot more people know what they're doing, and as long as you're paying attention, and the groups are getting the spores that are supposed to be getting the spores, and the healers are doing their healing, and you have all your pots and DPS cooldowns and everything else, we should be fine. Yeah. So
I believe the spore works by going to within 5 yards the party of the person who got the killing blow. So you can't help a group kill the spores.
So, like I said, everybody in the room, we're gonna start. I'm just gonna taunt the boss. And just don't DPS him, and he'll stay on me. So basically, 2 minutes into this fight, 2 minutes into this fight, he's gonna do the impending doom or whatever. And then after that, it's every 30 seconds. So that's why at 2:10 we're gonna do a greater shadow, and then at 2:40 we're not gonna use anything so basically we're gonna eat 2 of them with the 2 shadow pots. At 3:10 we're gonna bandage. We're gonna back away. If we're melee, we're gonna bandage. There's a spore over there. Someone wants to look at the spore, go kill it. I don't care.
Taunt it, bro.
Taunt it? Okay.
Gate a thing in vanilla?
Yeah, the gate's a thing.
Probably, yeah.
So this debuff, the Necrotic Aura debuff, is not the way the healing
it's not.
resist works. It works similar to Green Dragons in that your spells will go on a cooldown after you cast them. The list of spells that count and trigger that cooldown is somewhere, I'm sure, but it includes dispels, it includes bubble and shields. It includes a lot of things. Oh, yeah, there's Necrotic Aura.
Just they kind of dump it down.
There it is. Okay, there it is.
You also don't want that to go on the tank, by the way.
The spore, yes. Yeah. Ruinous threat.
Yeah.
The spore.
So what is the tank?
That's the thing, is you give it to the mages and let the mages ignite all they want.
Yeah. Like, we'll have probably maybe group 1 will be mages, group 2 will be warriors, and then group 3 will be a mix of rogues. Warrior.
It's gonna be all rogues.
No, it's usually group 1, 2, and 3 can be the tanks and healers.
Yeah, what are we doing with the tank group? Or are we just not getting enough spores for that to matter?
I don't think. It's going to be that insane, but
I'll have all the 5 group rotations.
I'll have the groups. I'll have the groups set up, and I'll have the captains that are in charge of the group and making sure everyone is over there before it's dead. So they'll know.
We'll end up putting all the healers into groups because the healers don't need it.
Yeah,
I don't think there's anything else, right?
No, that's it. You can kill it.
Whoosh!
Plague Quarter.
I cast one shot whoosh.
Okay, drops legs.
By
the way,
somebody trade me. I got Death Knight Rogue Mage Druid. Somebody.
Oh wait, where am I going? Forgot to teleport. I'm looking at my list and not paying attention.
Plague?
Yeah.
Oh, we just had plague.
Yeah, plague construct. Yeah, plague
construct.
So this is going to be a challenge. These ads hit a lot harder on this, if I remember correctly. Most of all this stuff needs to be tanked away, especially the bile ones. They do as like a spit out. I think the golems. I don't know if they do an uppercut. There's an uppercut one. These guys do a cleave, so no one can stay in the front. They also do a war stomp, and they also have a disease cloud. It's pretty brutal. Don't stack these at all. They need to be. We used to pull them out of this room, basically. We used to pull them out and tank them away from each other.
Yeah, we would have one on the side of one on each side of the door, and then one over.
Yeah.
I think over here, and then one over on the next platform over there, just to spread them out.
Yeah, because the nature or the war stomp is pretty brutal, and you don't want all 4 of these stacked. So this is gonna be a really big healing challenge. Because trust me, there's gonna be a lot of damage going out. But If you're melee, please make sure that you do have nature pots left over from AQ. You take a lot of this. You can mitigate some of this stuff in here. The Belcher ones, I think those ones.
This room sucks, right? Doesn't everything pull at the same time?
No, this side.
Oh no, that's the slimes, right? That's the slimes.
Yeah, this 3 sides will pull. These 3 will pull. The guy in the middle, I think, is solo. The 4 will pull again. Well, we can't really fight in here because Grobulus will walk up on that balcony up there, and he'll drop slimes down in here, and they're pretty brutal. They need to be killed immediately, but we can't fight anything in here. Everything will be pulled out into the room out there.
Yeah, and this guy does walk all the way up into the previous room. If you didn't notice that.
There's a couple solo guys. Like there was one over there, and then there's this one. I think these guys, they do a vomit in front of them for nature damage. So obviously, face them away, all that shit. I was waiting to see if Grobulus would come back in and throw a glob in, but
I don't know if he does that in Wrath.
Pretty sure he does. Okay. So these right here, they cannot be tanked. They cannot be the little slimes. I mean, they can't be tanked. They can't be meleeed. There are going to be AoE down, so mages will start AoEing the doorway, and basically they just need to be ranged, taken down. Can't melee them, or you just instantly die.
I remember wiping in this room a lot.
I think they do like 4,000 nature damage to anyone in a 10-yard radius. It's brutal. Trust me.
That's far enough out that trying to go for a Frost Nova will probably kill you.
So yeah, we'll AoE the doorway. We'll pull those. I think they actually come in 2 packs. I don't think the whole room comes together.
We can probably skip all this trash, right?
No, it pulls with patchwork.
Well, no.
I mean, yeah. Like we'll pull it during the time, but we don't have to pull it.
Well, yeah. I'm just gonna go through one of these. So basically, these packs are pretty brutal. The living monstrosities need to die instantly. We're gonna be focusing those down first. The mad scientists, I think they do try to greater heal the living monstrosity, so we need to make sure that they can be. I think they can be.
You can't make this jump without a move speed.
They drop a totem, don't they?
They do.
I think so.
And it's like an AoE mind flay totem.
Yeah, you have to destroy.
No, those are the assistants. Those are the assistants. But yeah, the totems need to be killed as soon as possible.
Yeah,
I think it's the chain lightning.
Which side of the slime are we gonna fight this first pack on? Because unless we have enough hunters to give everyone packed.
You can
jump here and heal up.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, we normally just heal up here.
Alright. I wasn't sure if that would pull or not.
So basically, it's going to be living monstrosity first. How did I have this? Living monstrosity, mad scientist, surgical assistant.
Why'd they all pull on me?
Killing this. But yeah, these packs can be pretty brutal. They need to make sure we're not messing around.
It's a lot of raid damage. Healers just be ready to go all out.
Yes, 100%.
Flash heal is your friend.
These are the same as the ones in the beginning, War Stomp and all that stuff. Nothing.
You'll probably be prayer feeling.
How far does patchwork Pat?
He goes up to like right here, like on that side.
His door is at?
Like there, I think.
He comes here and goes all the way to the door.
He does go to the door? Okay.
Yeah.
So then he goes, yeah.
How are you guys placing those fucking icons?
It's the left-hand panel thing that you click and bring out. There's a flag. You click on that flag and you can pick up items.
So we're gonna kill Patchwork here. We're gonna be tanking him. The range and healers are gonna be behind the tanks. Melee is gonna wait, and then they're gonna, if they want to, they can dip in. I don't really think they need to because they're all threat based. We used to have people dip in because this takes like half your health down, and then start DPSing. But I don't really think we're gonna need to do that. As long as they can stay underneath threat off 4 tanks, then it should be fine.
Yeah, it's threat and health based.
Yeah,
it's
the highest health person among the top 5 threat. The top 6. Well, top 5, not including the main tank. So, top 4 threat.
No, it's a 3, I think. It's not 4. It's 3. The top 3. The 3. That's why you have 3 off tanks, and then the 1 main tank.
on the video because it's I'm pretty sure it's 4, but
it is 4, by the way.
It's 4, but we can heal it fast enough. We can get away with only 3.
Well, it says 3.
They're not. You need no. It's 5 total. You have the main tank. The hateful strike mechanic that's what they're talking about with the 4 targets.
Yeah.
So you have your main tank, and then you have the 4 targets that would get hit by the hateful strike.
We only have 3.
We have 3 off tanks. You don't need 4 off tanks. 3 off tanks is fine.
As long as we're healing fast enough, it'll be okay. It's rare that the 4th person will ever get hit anyways, because it would require like every 1.2 seconds the first tank gets hit, another 1.2 seconds passes, the second tank gets hit, 1.2 seconds passes, the third tank gets hit. By that point, the first tank should be healed back up, and there shouldn't be a 4th.
So basically, this fight is just really basically healing intensive. This is like a healing fight. I mean, DPS needs to like not go insane in the beginning. We need to make sure that threat is managed properly. That's the biggest thing for DPS. You need to make sure your threat is under the tanks. Tanks as well need to make sure that they're managing their threat. I mean, I don't know how we're gonna do it. Maybe.
I believe the healers.
Well, no, I have like as far. I'm not talking about the healers. I'm talking about. I don't know. We'll see how it goes, but I mean, maybe we'll just have the main tank use Thunder Fury, the off tanks not use Thunder Fury. That'll probably be a more beneficial thing for threat gain. But either way, we're basically going to be. I think I had it as me main tank and then 3 off tanks. We'll make sure that the health is in order as far as like who's going to get hit first, and as far as healing assignments go, I believe Spinal has that. He's going to put that out.
Yeah, Vesper, he put it out.
Okay, Vesper put it out. Basically, you're healing nonstop in this fight. It's just a constant heal because, like I said, it is every 1 point.
I believe it's
1.5 seconds.
Be prepared to heal for like 4 minutes or longer.
Yeah, I believe it's you aim for like 1400 health. You pick the heal that heals for that much, and you cast it on cooldown and pot and rune on cooldown until the boss is dead.
Yep, there's no cancel casting for this. You just let it all go through.
Yep. You want overhealing is if that's a good thing in this fight.
Yeah.
So
I'm not even sure if we're gonna use active trinkets. Like.
So yeah, and basically that's all it is. I mean, as long as the tanks stay up, I mean, obviously we're flasking for this, every stamina thing we can, but obviously we're gonna make sure that we manage, the tank's stamina. Make sure obviously we can use the lesser stam food over the greater stam food to make sure that we know exactly who's gonna get hit first. But yeah, we'll pull them here. Tanks will tank. I think I like all the tanks in the front, just because if you guys are in the like Jam, you were saying like you were doing the triangle thing.
Yeah.
I think if you guys don't get anything like any parries or anything like that, then you might actually just overtake threat. Because like obviously if we're all in the front, I mean when we used to tank them, we all tanked in the front. I don't remember ever us doing like a triangle thing.
So when you guys tanking them, just because are you gonna put on this lip here, and so the melee stands in this?
No, we're taking them here.
We'll have,
like
right here. You guys, so like, say for example, if all the tanks get creamed and you want to make sure that you don't die, you can back up into it real quick and then come back in.
Mm-hmm. You don't stand in it. You literally go in it for a second and come out. Not even a second. You just dip your toe in and then come out. And it's
you'll be at 10% health, and so they'll have to be.
I understand what it does.
Yeah.
I'm just asking what we were planning of doing.
I mean, I mean, if you want to do it, if Melee wants to do it, I mean, I'll give them the option if they want to dip in before they go in and attack. We're not like when we pull this boss, we're gonna like pull him. And then tanks are gonna go. Melee is not going in like right off the bat. Like it's not like we pull him and the melee is going in. The melee needs to wait a second before all the tanks are on the threat table. All the tanks are managed, and the healing is gonna start obviously as soon as he's pulled. So. I don't think the threat will be an issue, but if you really are concerned about it, you can dip in before you start attacking him, if you're melee.
Yeah, just as a note for any healers, do not heal the melee that dip in. There's no damage. There's no damage outside of the tank damage in this fight.
Mm-hmm.
So just let them sit there at 10% HP.
You shouldn't have time to heal the DPS anyway.
Yeah,
so
just in case someone wanted to like change targets and heal, just don't even think about it.
Don't even think about it. What if this guy could kill me?
Yeah, I suppose if we have like a feral druid, they could throw renews on warlocks.
Look, I'm wearing all leather. I'll tank him first, okay, Doris?
Or just have Vesper when he's here.
Or yeah, Vesper in a group. Yeah.
Sorry, what's up?
Oh, are you going to be healing or DPSing?
Healing.
Okay.
He still needs to keep up the shadow weaving, so.
I don't know if I'll be doing that on this fight.
He's not doing shadow weaving on this.
Not for Patrick.
This is pure healing.
He's gonna kill me. No.
He hit you for 11 damage.
22, 21.
11. My passive healing is 122 every 5 seconds. Alright, so this is the mechanic, guys. He doesn't do any damage at all, so don't even worry about it.
Kind of sad that Frogger isn't natural.
Oh my god!
See if it kills you at 60.
It doesn't. It misses. This is the hardest boss of
Oh, it doesn't. Okay.
Yeah, 11 damage. It does do.
The video I watched made that look like it was a lot more faster.
You guys killed them all?
Honestly,
yeah.
It is kind of hard. So like there is like I guess leeway involved.
Yeah.
Oh.
So like you'll have to walk behind. You have to walk behind the one that is like closest. So like if I go here, I won't hit it.
Also,
in classic, but if I walk here, I hit it. See?
We should just have Pallies pop them. Like we're Alliance, abuse it.
All right, so these things they do an uppercut ability, and so basically it's an aggro drop. So I think you get 2 at a time right here, and then you get 3. So we'll basically have 2 tanks on each. New Boy Jam, or me and Blood, whatever. And basically, I think the first 2. Did we pull the first 2 out? I can't remember.
No, you just tank them in the holes there where they're at.
Okay, yeah, well that's fine. We'll tank those there, and then we'll obviously
you have to tank them. You have to tank them in there because they knock you up in the air.
Yeah,
and there will be an enforced drink break on this ledge as well. That is not a gap you can jump.
They also do a slime bolt, AOE slime bolt. So we need to make sure that.
Where do you want to position these in here?
Just against the wall. Like one will be on this side, right? One will be over here.
Yeah, just tank wherever the tanks are. Make sure you look up.
And then the other one will be over where they are.
So. There are gaps that you can fly through.
So yeah, we'll have 2 tanks on those.
Straight up and out.
And then obviously we'll need some off tanks for the last pack because it's 3.
I vaguely remember tanking them like on the corridor.
Yeah, I do too, but it's fine. We'll use that room. We'll see what happens.
I think we used to like where I'm jumping around. We used to like tank them up against the wall, and we had the raid like stand in here, because if the raid is out here, they can aggro Grobulus because he wanders down here.
Yeah. But yeah, that's those guys. So Grobulus is pretty easy. Basically when we start the fight, we're gonna pick him up when he comes down the ramp. New Boy's gonna pick him up. The whole raid is gonna be in the middle here. We don't want the raid to be too far out when he picks him up because you don't want to get sprayed by his frontal cone because it basically a slime will spawn for every person that gets sprayed. So when New Boy's gonna pick him up, he's gonna pick him up when he starts walking down. The raid's gonna be there. New Boy's gonna pick him up. He's gonna pick him up right here. He's gonna face him away. Melee's gonna be behind him. As soon as the fart cloud goes out, he's gonna move him back, and then just basically keep moving him. Blood's gonna be with the melee, and as there should be only 1 slime producing because New Boy should be the only one getting hit by the slime spray. So Blood's gonna pick up the slime. He's gonna tank it where the melee is, so we can just cleave it down. We're just gonna keep going around the entire outskirts of the room this way. The range and the healers are gonna be in the middle, like I said. Lina is going to be our designated cleanser, and so basically when someone gets the debuff, it'll obviously, I think DBM puts a skull on your head. You're gonna move over to where the cloud was already and then once Lina sees you, you're over there. He's gonna cleanse you. You're gonna
behind the tank, not in front of the tank.
Yeah. No, I'm saying say there was a cloud here, right? The boss is not here. There was a cloud here from Grobulus because he leaves fart clouds. You're gonna stand next to one because they do increase the size, right?
You're going the opposite. You're going the backside. Backside.
Yeah, backside. You're gonna stand here.
Not in front because we're gonna be kiting it. We're gonna be kiting it this way. So you don't put it here because then the tank will have to run through it. So like right now I have it, so I'll go over here.
Yeah, you go over here. Line is gonna see.
So go ahead and cleanse me.
Cleanse, and then it basically drops. That's the
Cleanse
ad
me.
that. Yep.
Okay, there you go.
And that's pretty much it. So like that's it. We managed keeping him, you know, only spraying New Boy. There was only one ad. The ad gets knocked down. People actually move when they have a debuff, and they get cleansed.
Who farted in the middle? You're fired.
I think that's pretty much.
Don't
it.
run through the clouds either. They will. That shit hurts.
Wait, so where can you run?
Also hard to see than I remember.
All right,
So you run to the back.
All right, so like.
So like over here, away.
Okay, when New Boy, it's like New Boy picks him up right here, right? Okay, where I'm jumping.
Yeah.
You can kill the boss. It's fine. I don't give a shit. Just kill the boss. So New Boy picks him up right here, right? The first cloud is gonna be right at the bottom of the right. He's gonna move him back. Melee is gonna follow him. If you are a person that gets the debuff, you're gonna go behind the cloud that spawned in like here. They do increase in size, right? So you want to get as close as possible, and then Lionel will see you. He'll cleanse. Because that's like Lionel's job. He's just gonna cleanse. Then you're gonna move out.
Yeah, like look at the size of this cloud.
They're gonna grow in size, right? Yeah. Like so, we got to use this like behind as much as possible. Obviously, don't stand in it because you will die.
Is it? So it's just that one debuff at the beginning, so it's always going to be this spot, or does it keep?
No, it's not always going to be the spot. So like, I mean, it's always going to be behind him. So like, if there's room, say like New Boy moved him, and there was like room between like the one right here, right where I'm standing. The first one that spawned at Skull, and then there's another, and there's a little room. Go right here, right? Get cleansed and then move out.
Just find a gap between.
Yeah, just find a gap as close as possible to without standing in the cloud and dying, and get cleansed.
And we just have to feel out because they are going to get bigger. So
exactly.
If the gap is too small, then that's not a good place to go.
Exactly. I mean, I don't. These guys are going to go down fast. I don't think this is going to be a problem at all.
Hey, you guys gotta do the fun part, right? Literally just gotta stare at people.
Yeah, you gotta be staring at people, dude.
Why not? That's your fucking job, dude. Okay.
Okay. So after this boss is dead, if you want to pop a nature pot, it's probably the best thing you could do. Because when we don't go through the tunnel yet. Basically, when we go through the tunnel, it's all nature damage, and we can't stop in the tunnel. We're just gonna run right through the tunnel. The next boss is immediately after the tunnel is over. So if pop a nature pot, and then right after the boss is dead, we're gonna go through here. I think I have Jink as our designated fear ward. So basically, what's gonna happen is New Boy's gonna pick up the boss in the beginning. You're gonna fear ward Blood, and you're gonna swap fear wards between the two tanks that are tanking. And I'll show you what. Wani, I need you I need at least 2 hunters for kiting skeletons, and I'm probably use 2 mages as well. I'm gonna help out because I'll have piercing howl. But basically, after you have your nature pot, we're gonna run in all together. No one's gonna be lagging behind. Like I said, this is damage, so I mean,
make sure you stay really far left. Stay left. Stay left.
Yes, don't fall in the gap, please. So once we jump down, the boss is pulled instantly. So New Boy's gonna take him.
I'm pretty sure he pulls from the edge of the thing.
Yeah, he pulls from the air. You have aggro when you're falling.
Take him to the door, please. Please stop doing so.
So whoever has aggro, yeah, you take him back to the door. That's
New Boy's gonna be taking him in the beginning. He's gonna take him to the door. Okay, Blood's gonna have fear ward on. So basically, what's gonna happen is New Boy's gonna get a stacking debuff on him. We probably only wanted up to about 5, but basically when he fears, New Boy's gonna get feared. We want New Boy to get feared. We want Blood to be second threat. Blood will have fear ward on, so he'll immediately just switch to Blood. Jink,
fear is the aggro drop is the reason though.
Yes, Jink will put fear ward on New Boy. So then New Boy will come back to the boss after he's done getting feared. He'll just be second threat. Blood will get feared. New Boy will pick up, or it'll switch to New Boy. So basically, that's all it is between the boss. All right, that's the only thing. New Boy or somebody else tank this or taunt it so I can
I'll
move
grab
around. All right. So the other thing is Wani and mages. There's going to be skeletons that spawn off of these 3 grates. We cannot tank them or melee them. They put a stacking debuff on you you'll take more physical damage and die. So we need frost traps on the greats. We need mages to kite. I'm gonna help kite. Jam, I don't know if you're respecting.
I already have Piercing Howl.
Okay, so Jam will help out. I'll help out with Piercing Howl. Basically, we cannot kill these until Gluth does his ability, where basically he puts everybody in this room at 5% health. Once he does that, the zombies will walk towards him, and he'll eat them. And I think it's 5% of his health for every zombie he eats. So basically, I think we have Naylor and Lincoln on both of the tanks, so they're going to swift mend the tanks, get them up as soon as it goes out. We want Bubbles to go out as well on the tanks as soon as it goes out, because they're going to be at 5% health. And then every single person in the raid is going to switch to zombies and kill them at that time. The zombies are, like I said, they're just going to mindlessly walk to Gluth. Everyone just needs to kill them. AoE. No zombie should get to him. I mean, I have confidence that we can kill them all. I don't see it being a problem. Decimate is the ability where he does everyone at 5%
Trying to get him to
health.
do it.
It happens at 105 seconds into the fight. I don't know if that's...
Oh, is it time based?
It's a time based, yeah.
Oh shit! Nobody hit him. Nobody hit him.
No, it's fine. He'll eat. He'll eat.
Hurt him a little bit too much.
See?
Oh, he ate one.
Yeah, I don't know if it's the same as in Wrath.
I'm pretty sure he does just eat them when they're close. But...
Yeah. That's why they gotta be kited.
So the thing is, like, so when they come out of the grate, they'll go to healers, right? Because they're aggro on healers, because that's what it was like. But that's why we need to kite them. When Decimate actually happens, those zombies will actually walk to him. So that's the difference, right? The zombies don't go to him. Like, I think Wrath is different. I don't know if he does.
Well, yeah, well, some of them are getting pulled to me for some reason, but
yeah,
if they go near him, I'm pretty sure he'll still eat them in Classic. Like, if they're just close by, I think he'll just grab them.
Yeah, maybe, but they shouldn't be anywhere near them. I mean, we have
Frostbite, what are you doing, bro? You healing the bad guy.
So basically, that's the fight. It's a pretty easy fight. I mean, as long as we can manage the zombies, like
It's been 2 minutes and he hasn't decimated, so I think it works differently.
I'm 100%. It's probably different.
Yeah.
Just kill him.
Oh, he's fucking dead now.
Do you know what the right path is?
Hey, did no one res Naylor?
I mean, basically, you're just gonna kite them to the back of the room, right? I mean, I used to do it on my hunter. You're just gonna, multi-shot, tag up as many as possible. Use pack, whatever you need to do. I mean, if you want to use 3 hunters for each crate, I mean, that's fine. We can do that. I'm all for it. I mean, like I said, I'll help out using Piercing Howl to slow them down. Mages can help out as well. I probably have 2 mages and 2 hunters, and me and Jam should be fine.
God damn, thanks, man.
I have zero memory of what these guys do.
Oh, I'm sorry. There's a frenzy too that Wani. We
yeah,
need drink water on him.
Okay.
Every 15 seconds.
Yeah.
Like,
there's
I'm
a shade.
invisible to this guy. Totally invisible. It's like I'm not even here.
Oh, that guy had an enrage.
Okay, so this is Thaddeus's room. Okay, so basically, beginning obviously there's 2 ads. New Boy will be on one, Blood will be on the other. Basically, all casters are going to be on your left side. All melee is going to be on your right side. Obviously, we'll have to have healers, but on the right side, he does a mana drain, so you need to make sure that, when you're up here on this platform, you're either standing like as far as possible, like right here, or you could stand over here. Like, it's up to you, as a healer. But as far as range goes, all range casting is going to be on the other side. Because I think he does a mana drain, if I remember correctly. Yeah, he does a AoE mana drain, so that's why melee is only going to be on this side. If you are tanking Blood and New Boy, they do a knockback, if you remember. So please don't tank them by the corner. You're going to get knocked down and off. And if they actually go too far and that little lightning coil breaks, the room will blow up and everybody dies.
I think it's 5-yard knockback. It's not huge, maybe 10.
It's not huge, but I remember getting disoriented when I used to do this. When they do the tanks are going to get swapped, and basically you get disoriented sometimes, and then you just need to make sure you're not by the edge. So that's the ability.
It like spins your camera around.
Yeah, so Blood will start here, New Boy will start there. Basically, they're going to swap. Healers need to be ready to make sure. They do actually hit pretty decently, if I remember correctly. I think Stalag does a War Stomp, which is like 1500 damage, so that's why we don't have melee over there. I think he also does Crushing Blows, and I'm trying to read what I wrote here. So I mean, yeah, they're pretty decently, pretty decent damage, but we just need to make sure that any healers are max range, and that's it. So as far as don't kill him yet, because I just want to. If you're high enough and you can, okay, you pulled him. All right, kill him. Kill him.
I thought you said don't kill him.
Yeah, I said don't pull them.
Oh,
All right, so basically this, you're gonna have to jump off of here. So basically, oh shit, I was gonna use my, oh, it did work. So basically, you're gonna have to jump, or you can use a sprint, swiftness. If you use sprint or a swiftness spot, everyone needs to stack up here in the middle though. Before that like time period needs to stack up, and basically New Boy's gonna pick him up, tank him. Blue goes left, red goes right. Red is gonna be negative. Blue is gonna be positive. So if you have a charge and basically someone is over here, so basically you see like your positive charge, you have a debuff, and then it has like a damage increase by 3 by 4. So you want to stack up as much as possible, because that's going to give us a damage increase. And so every 30 seconds he does a change. So you need to make sure that you check your right here. So I'm negative now, so I'm going over to the other side. So also, when you are changing sides, don't run through the boss. Do like a run on this side.
Always run to the right. Always run to the right. To your right.
Always to the right. So like if I'm negative and I'm going to positive, I'm running this way. If I'm positive, I'm going to negative, I'm going to be running this way. So basically, I mean, this is the fight, right?
It won't. No, when it does the change though, it won't do anything. It gives you time to switch sides.
It does give you time, but you don't want to run through the boss, because there's. I'm positive, so I'm gonna run over here.
Everyone always just run to the right side. Run to your right.
Don't be slow. Don't be slow.
Yeah.
So
and it won't change every time, so you have to look at your debuff. DBM should tell you whether you need to move or not, but DBM can also miss.
Don't rely on DBM.
So it's not hard to look.
You just need to stand and wait and watch. Like, I mean, that's it. Like DPS, DPS, DPS. Okay, he's changing. Am I gonna get changed? Yes, I'm negative. So now I'm gonna walk over here. Okay, I mean, this is it. Like, if I'm positive, I'm not moving. If I'm negative, I'm moving. You know, like, I mean, that's it.
Someone's not doing it.
And New Boy is changing sides as well. So like, I mean, he's gonna be changing. We want people to stack up as much as possible, because obviously you get the damage increase. Okay, and there's also gonna be raid damage, so it's gonna be pretty brutal. So we need to make sure healing is on top of it.
Linus wiping the raid. It's fine.
Nope, I'm negative, Nares.
I think you can use nature pots, right? Nature pots is.
Yeah, it's nature damage.
Yeah. So basically, that's pretty much.
Yeah, you're on the wrong side, Lina. Everyone else is positive.
I'm just gonna kill him. All right. So.
Lina.
The biggest thing is, guys, when the 2 ads die and we jump over, we're stacking right here. This is where we're stacking, right in front of the boss. Until the debuffs go out and you know what side you're going onto, right? Blue goes left, red goes right. That's it. Negative is red, blue is positive. And then after he dies, make sure you guys don't go next to each other, because your debuffs still last after he's dead. And
yeah, everyone just back up and let Bibbo loot it alone.
That's gonna be great. First clear, people are gonna forget, run in.
Yeah, someone's gonna get zapped for like Bibbo's gonna get zapped when he's trying to like pick up the loot or some shit.
And so he has a 5-minute enrage timer. I don't see us getting 5 minutes. So
especially now with that buff with 40 people, like fuck, that's gonna be insane.
Yeah, it's gonna be quick. So.
Unless maybe that one time where there's 39 people on positive and then there's one person on negative, and that one person's just crying because they get no damage buff. That used to happen when I used to do this in 25 man. There was always like 2 people on one side, 23 on the other. Always my side.
So this first group, Death Knights are pretty actually brutal. We're gonna kill these kill these two. The packs can be kind of nasty too, but I think the Death Knights do intimidating shout. So obviously, you know, when we
Fear
pull
wards.
Fear wards are good on the tanks. Obviously, we're gonna pull these two out here because that pack comes pretty close. So we're gonna tank the two Death Knights out. But they do an intimidating shout. They also do a curse that needs to be dispelled or removed. I believe it makes them immune to healing, I think. So they need to be killed first. And obviously we need to have fear wards, you know, or if you're Fury Pride, you can do Death Wish and all that stuff. These Necro Knights can do a bunch of abilities, basically all casting. I just want to make sure that I remember all these correctly. Anytime there's a Death Knight, though, the Death Knight's dying first.
Yeah, they're really broken. It's kind of OP.
Yeah.
Crazy, they're OP when they come into the game too. Wow.
Yeah, I did kill a 80 mage with my 71 Death Knight.
The Death Knight captains do a whirlwind, so melee you probably want to stop, not go in on those, unless you really want to, you know, and they can be disarmed. So if you're tanking a Death Knight captain, please disarm your target.
I have a question really quick regarding something we just saw. Was that a Shadow Bolt volley, or was that like a Shadow Storm? Like if we're close, does that go off still?
It's a Shadow Bolt, 30 yard. I think that one is.
Like it's just gonna hit you no matter what. It's just gonna hit
everybody. Yeah. I mean, I believe that we used to pull that pack back into this room. I think we killed that thing first. That thing has like no health really. I believe it used to die instantly. If I remember
correctly. It's the shade, right?
Yeah, the shade.
Okay.
The shade. I mean, obviously, if there was a shade, the shade need to be killed. I think you can stun it though.
Yeah, it does have half the health of the Death Knight captain, so it'll probably die faster.
Either we needed to kill that thing first, so that 100% if there was a shade before, you know, in a pack, with a Death Knight. The warriors do an aggro drop, I believe. Yeah, they do an aggro wipe. They're not really anything else. I mean, they hit hard. Most of the stuff hits hard. So like this pack, you know, you obviously your two Death Knights would die first, then your Death Knight captain, and then your warriors. We'll need backup tanks, obviously, for the aggro drop to maybe help out, but it should be pretty good. These skeletons, I don't remember them doing anything really.
I think they have a Sunder.
Let me see. I wrote them down. What are they called?
Skeletal Smith and Bony Constructs. The Constructs probably just Blade Flurry.
Oh, they can be disarmed as well. The Smiths.
Yeah.
They disarm you though, and they do crushing armor on the tank.
Is that percentage or flat?
I didn't write it down.
No.
The Bony Constructs do a sweeping slam, so probably range out and a cleave.
Yeah.
This guy will be back here too.
What guy?
What guy?
Quest guy in the cage.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
For the ring,
we gotta pick the quest up for tier 3, don't we?
We'll be able to pick that up tomorrow, I think, because that's when the patch drops.
Yeah, if
like,
you are,
we'll be able to pick it up during the day.
Guys,
so
do the event, please, because they drop some good stuff. I don't know if people can be on during the day, but please, you know, try to. So the Death Knight.
The event will last for at least 1 week, by the way. So.
These guys got bone armor. They do an icy touch. It's the other riders. What are the other riders? The Death Knight. No.
You have to clear this whole room, by the way. I saw Asmon's stream.
Yeah. Everything pulls. Correct.
I only see Cavaliers.
Death Charger Steed on it.
Yeah, I have the unmounted ones, but yeah.
The Steed's charge, I believe, and do AoE trample damage.
Yeah, I think so.
And the Cavaliers are the real pain in the asses, though. They're the ones who put the bone armor on.
Yeah, they do the bone armor. I'm trying to.
Is it dispellable?
I don't think so.
Well, let's find out. I'll just pull one and tank it.
Is the Death Lord? Do you guys see a Death Lord? I don't see a Death Lord either.
Did I kill them over here? No, those are Cavaliers.
Yeah, no, those are Cavaliers.
I don't remember. But, yeah, I mean, you gotta basically clear this whole room.
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, so once that's cleared, we're on to the next boss. This is pretty easy, as long as everything works out good. Vesper and Ares are going to be mind controlling the first two ads. First two ads, you're going to mind soothe these two, and then we're going to wait till he's all the way on the far side where he just was, and then mind control square.
Oh, there's no orb in 25. You actually need to be a priest.
Okay, hold on a second.
Hold on 1 second. I'm gonna log over to my priest.
Before you,
I want to see the mind control. So
yeah, don't pull him yet. So basically, square is gonna be mind controlled by Vesper. He's going to be. I shouldn't pull this. No one else come down here. He's gonna tank him. The ad is gonna be like right where I'm standing right now.
Yeah.
Okay. And the boss is gonna be over here on this side. So the ad should be here. Healers are going to be here, and they should be able to heal the ad without getting hit by the disrupting shout, which does like if you're a mana user, it basically does the amount of mana to you in damage. As far as casters go, casters are going to be right on this side. They're going to be shooting the boss because they have to hit him. Obviously, when disrupting shout comes out, it's every 25 seconds. You need to hide behind here, hide here, shoot, 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 hide here, shoot, shoot, shoot. You know, basically going back and forth. The ads are going to be tanked up on top here by me, Blood, and me, Blood, New Boy are going to be tanking the three off ads. Jam will be back up in case obviously something breaks early, or you know if something just goes to shit, or if one of us dies. Unbalancing strike is what the boss hits, and basically these little ads have a shield wall and they have a taunt ability. Shield wall needs to be up while they're tanking the boss, or they'll just die really quickly. So like if you ever see the shield walls going down and the new ad is not in place, healers need to spam the shit out of the understudy so it doesn't die. So basically that's how that raid is going to be set up. So healer's going to be right here, DPS is going to be over there by where Antares, ad's going to be here tanking. Basically, Nares is going to mind control. What did I say, Vesper?
I'm square, he's moon.
No, but what did I say with the timing? When it's 15 seconds
15
left?
seconds.
When 15 seconds is on shield wall, Nares is going to mind control Moon and then walk Moon down. As soon as he's here, he's going to hit shield wall taunt, and then the ad's going to come down. The square is going to come off. Whoever's was tanking the other one, Nares mind control, will pick up square. I'm gonna do damage to Moon. Like I'm taking Moon, right? And I'm gonna be doing damage because I'm trying to hold aggro on him, right? So when Nares mind controls him, we need to have healers make sure that ad is topped off before he gets down to here and hits shield wall.
You
and
shouldn't
taunt.
need to hit him that hard. Because after I mind control and then you taunt, you will have yes threat above everyone in the raid except for me and
I
Vesper.
know, but still, I don't care if there's like 5% of his or 1% of his health missing.
It still needs to be topped off. Yeah.
The healers that are healing that tank can top off the ad as soon as it gets mind controlled.
Yes, and we have the healing assignments, like I said, Vesper posted. So like any healer that was on me, will go to the ad, top them off, and then they can help out on the other understudy until I pick up the next ad.
Can I try mind control?
Yes.
Yeah.
So someone pick up the other ads. Wait till he mind controls though. Wait till he mind controls. So just don't pick up square. Okay.
I'll taunt diamond.
All grubs.
Well, the fellow didn't even pull. Oh, they're immune to taunt.
Are they?
I don't think they're immune to taunt in classic. I don't remember them being immune.
I mean, they have to get hit by
taunt. You want to stand like right here. Yeah, you kind of have. It's gonna be. It's really annoying to try to get him.
Yeah, I have to run him. I think like a wider arc to get him.
Well,
if you like overlap him, like if you like move in a circle.
Yeah.
He'll like walk backwards.
Are they immune in Classic? I don't remember them being immune to taunt.
They can't be. Mind control does yes threat, so they have to be tauntable. Otherwise, they'll kill the caster as soon as the mind control's off.
Yeah, I don't remember. So yeah, basically, if you can come out here and then like you turn yourself and walk, just so you're on the corners, just so the healers can hit you. Yeah, like right there. You should be able to get right there.
Anyone else see that dagger as like a square box?
The character positioning stuff, like how mobs react to you being too close to them, is different in Modern than Classic.
Yeah.
So
I mean,
this doesn't really work for practice. We'll just have to.
No, but he wanted to see the ability and wanted to see it. It's fine. All right, you can kill him. I mean, that's pretty much the fight. We need to.
Can I ask a quick question, Thoris, before you leave?
Yeah.
Where so the other ads? I guess where does the next priest stand to cast mind control on the next?
So Nares is going to be up here, right?
Yeah.
Vesper's going to be here. Nares is going to be here. Any healer is going to be on this side. So
where are the ads being pulled to?
We're going to be tanking right here.
Oh, okay.
Like right
so
here, on top.
Hold on, let me clear all.
So
the boss will be here, right?
Yep.
Oops. Boss will be here. The ad that's tanking it will be here in range. The priest that's mind controlling will be around the corner. And the other ads will be tanked in this general area. Are there any cleaves in this fight?
I don't remember them cleaving. DPS is going to be, like I said, in and out here. So you can shoot the boss. Disrupting shot comes.
Yeah, you're going to be right on this corner, and you can take about a step that way, and you're block line of sight.
Hide.
Yeah.
Hide. Okay, that's it. That's pretty much that fight.
That corner makes a nice line of sight knife edge. So.
All right, so this stuff on the unholy staffs do an arcane explosion, so melee will not be on the staffs. Range will take those out. These axes do a cleave ability, so make sure that we're facing them away, that are tanking them. So the swords and the axes do a cleave. They actually hit decently hard as well, I believe. But range will take out the staffs. And that's it. Pretty much just
there are also swords. Do they?
It's the same thing. It's cleave.
Cleave.
Axes and swords cleave.
Okay.
So right here you'd see the two shades. So we're gonna have to burn the shade. Burn the shade.
They are undead. So
Cavalier.
Is there any shackles that we'll need? For any of this stuff, or is it all immune to CC?
Shackle. The Necrolords, I think, could be shackled, right?
Yeah, there's some notes on shackles that we have, like, in this instance I've been playing around with shackle, and everything seems to be immune.
Gotcha.
But there are some things, yeah, we'll want to shackle.
Alright, so Gothic. This is Gothic.
Fun one.
I hate this.
So, me, new boy, I'm not sure if I'll have another tank. Maybe I'll have another tank over here, but basically me, new boy, and all casters are going to be on this side. On this side, all melee is going to be, besides obviously some healers are going to be over here. We used to stand over here as healers. They're going to spawn on the bone piles. We'll have some hunters over here to help pull to the tanks. Tanks over here on this side where I'm jumping. Make sure that, your healers are going to be here. You don't want to tank the ads because they do a couple of them do an AoE mana burn. So make sure that you're tanking them out here, killing them. I have the order posted. So dead side would be the trainees, riders, death knights, and then horses. Living side is riders, death knights, and trainees. As far as kill order goes, look at the document I posted. It'll tell you. Basically, these are the 3 doors that they're going to come out of. We will use shackles because we don't want to just burn everything on the living side because it's going to double up over on the dead side, so we don't want to overwhelm them. Dead side will be in their own channel. Living side will be in their own channel. Obviously, if things are getting too overwhelmed on the dead side, then someone needs to jump in or say something.
Raid warning is communication, probably.
Yeah, that would be probably the best. So we'll use shackles on the living side. I think there's 3.
Yeah, we've got
11 waves. There's 7 waves of Death Knights, 4 waves of riders.
Is it possible to skip? No.
Okay, so boss is pulled. It's basically, this is the shit where you have to go through this actually of the phases. So I think there's 11 waves.
This fight's really fun when you solo it because you have to start on live side and you kill everything, and then all of a sudden there's like 11 waves of shit that just runs at you when the door opens.
Yeah.
So on the dead side, so like New Boy, Jam, or not New Boy, Jam, Blood, Warren that are on the dead side. The Spectral Death Knights do a mana burn, so please make sure those are not in the raid. I think the Spectral Trainee Ghost ones do like an AoE burst. Those are their first target to kill those first. I mean, that's pretty much it. I mean, this whole fight is just managing ads, right?
We blow up ads fast, so
yeah. So we'll use what we can. We'll kill the ads. Phase 2, basically, he's gonna jump down. I think it's 4 minutes and 30 seconds into the fight. He's gonna jump down to each side and go back and forth. So like the dead side, someone needs to pick him up on the dead side. Someone needs to pick him on the living side. So he's gonna pop back and forth every 15 seconds. And then at 30%, the gates will open, and we'll basically have a full raid. And at 30%, he does like a stacking debuff on the entire raid, so we need to burn the shit out of him. And that's pretty much it. I mean, like, that's it. Like, if he comes down, like, the thing is, like, so if he comes down, there might be some Death Knights that was just shackled right there. We might need to keep those Death Knights shackled, because if he's down, he's priority, right? So we need to burn him down to 30% to have the gates open. So, there might be some priests that are shackling Death Knights the entire fight.
Thank goodness CC doesn't DR.
Just saying, it's not gonna be like a lot, but there might be 2 Death Knights that are left, and we're just gonna shackle them and kill the boss. So.
Can you put dots on him when he's up there? I can't remember.
Well, you can now.
I don't remember either.
He's immune to the damage, though. Yeah. Debuffs are applying, though, which is weird. So if we might be able to stack Scorches and put curses up. But you might want to make sure you stack the Scorches. Oh no, this is the melee side, isn't it? That he's on. So it doesn't matter at all.
No, this is the caster side. This is the caster side.
This is okay.
Caster's
so yeah.
on the living, melee's on the dead.
Alright. So yeah, stack a Scorch long enough for an Ignite to fall off if your last Scorch crits. I guess. I mean, we just have to wait. This is the least fun part about trying to get a weapon drop from 4 Horsemen.
You're giving me Rend flashbacks.
Yeah.
Yeah, those spectrals, they do an arcane explosion. That's why they die first. Those things hurt.
I'm not sure how long we'll need to shackle stuff.
We'll have some hunters on the dead side to, really AoE those things down. They don't have a lot of health. Those things should die instantly over on the dead side. The spectral trainees.
It'll be like the mages in BWL.
Yeah. All right, so now he's down. DPS him, and that's it.
Got a debuff, stat debuff.
Yeah, that's it. That's the stacking debuff that he's gonna put on, but he doesn't put it on, I think, until 30%. It says the swapping between every 15 seconds. At 30%, the gates will open. At the same time, he'll put a stacking debuff on you. So at 30%, he's going to put that stacking 10% debuff on you, and I think he keeps stacking it, so that's why we need to burn him down at 30%. And we'll have the entire raid to do it, so. Any questions on Gothic? Or anything to add? No?
No, not really.
Okay.
It's a very reaction-heavy fight, so we just gotta learn it by doing it.
Yeah.
Why separate channels? Like, won't we sometimes want to say, like, slow down on dead side, like, or front?
It's really annoying to sometimes to have, like, you know, focus this, and you're like, and people are like, what the fuck are you talking about? You know, it's just easier to, like, not be in the same channel. I mean, that's what we did back in the day. So as far as 4 horsemen go, I mean, I'm just gonna go. I don't want to go with like crazy heavy into this. But basically, what's gonna happen is that everyone's gonna be rotating on this fight. Is if you're melee, so like arm, Navi, and like some other melee are with me, okay? And then there's some melee with New Boy, and then there's some melee with Jam, and there's some melee with Blood. That's who your tank is. That's where you're gonna be following. You're gonna be with him the entire time. So basically, the rotation, how the rotation goes, okay? So, oh yeah, isn't this different? Yeah, they're different.
Dude, it's Baron Riverdale now, dude.
Yeah.
Also, they run to their corners, I think.
Yeah, I don't want to start yet. But so New Boy and Blood are gonna start. So me, Jam, and everyone that's in my groups and healers in my or anyone that's extra is going to be over here in the middle as the fight starts. When the horses are pulled, we're gonna run up into the steps. So basically, we're gonna have a hunter on each side for the back horses. We're gonna have Blood on this side, New Boy on the other side. His healers and his everyone that's with Blood, like in his group, is going to be with him. Everyone with New Boy is going to be in his group as far as DPS goes. Thane, that's going to be pulled on Blood side. He does like a meteor, so basically a melee needs to, or like basically all the DPS needs to be stacked with Blood. He's going to bring him back into the corner over there. Nares, you want to put a marker over there in the corner?
Yeah.
And then so basically, in the healers should be out.
There, right?
No.
The other corner.
Back corner,
okay.
the very back corner. So him and his DPS are going to be out back there tanking. His healers are going to be out here. We have healers set up red, blue, green. And then New Boy is going to take his ad to. Why is that X there?
That's where the healers would stand, a little bit further out. Yeah.
Healers should be like as far as max range as possible
Max
because
range?
they shouldn't
Okay.
get meteor if they're max ranged. And then New Boy is going to tank in the other corner, Mograine, and you know his DPS are going to be with him. His healers are going to be over here. We're going to have a hunter. Pull to, I think I have Kelvar tanking, so we can get like probably in classic. I think you can get up about here. You can body. I think you end up body pulling, like New Boy would body pull. His hunter, the hunter on this side would pull Sir over to Kelvar. Kelvar and his healers are going to go over here to this corner. I think you have to be careful as healers on his side because he does like a chain Holy Wrath.
Yeah.
So you can't be standing. You have to do a /10. Make sure you're 10 yards apart. On the other side, Fuerin is going to be Hunter's going to pull to him. Lady on the other side. So basically, his healer is Fuerin, and the Hunter is going to be on this side in this group, and then he's going to pull him into the back. Okay. So Ragin is a off tank for the back, and Turb is an off tank for the back. Okay. So at 3 stacks, Ragin, obviously they're here. He's going to go across the stage over into Fuerin side, and he's going to use his trinket and taunt the boss. Healers should just, the healers are going to be over there. They should switch after he taunts the boss onto him. Turb is going to take it off of Kelvar. You're going to run back as a tank to the safe zone, Ragin and, Fuerin and Kelvar, and you're going to stand in the safe zone. And then Kelvar was taking that side, so then he's going to be swapping and taking Lady because he started with Sir. So basically, that's how you're going to swap. So Blood was tanking over there. I'm going to go in to relieve Blood. My group, Arm, Navi, whoever else is with me is going to go in with me. We're going to walk in together. I'm going to use my trinket. I'm going to taunt, and he's going to be on me. Blood's group walk out together. Blood and his group of melee or mages go out together with him because he could still get meteored. You go out to the safe zone. Blood stays in the safe zone. New Boy's in the safe zone because Jam relieved him on the other side. At 3 stacks, again, Blood is going to switch targets and he's going to come over here and he's going to taunt this boss. And New Boy is going to go over there on Skull and taunt that boss. And then me and Jam are going to be in the safe zone. And we're just going to keep swapping back and forth. That DPS and the tanks, this is all it is a big swap fest. The tanks in the back are only swapping, like that's it. Like I might have an extra tank like Urk in case something happens, but as far as of right now, the 4 tanks that I mentioned are going to be the 4 tanks on opening day. So they're basically their tanks are swapping. So now the healer assignments, like I said, Vesper posted. There's gonna be a red healer, a blue healer, and a green healer. Okay, so it's very important that you guys swap when the dots go out that is corresponding to your color. So if you're red and you're healing Blood, and it goes out, like the first mark goes out, you're going to move clockwise over to where Fuerin is, and then the person that was healing New Boy that's red is going to come over and heal Blood. It's just basically a big rotation. On Mark 2, the blue healer that was healing Blood goes clockwise around. On Mark 3, the green healer goes around. So basically, it's just a big swap fest. Like I said, the healers are just going to have to know. I probably will do this in one raid channel, the first pull, to just see how things are going. I don't think we're going to get it on the first pull, but I mean, I'm hoping for it. As long as people move, we should be good. If we do need to split channels, we can do that. But there really shouldn't be any talking really that needs to be. Like if you're a healer and you know your color, you need to make sure that you're watching the marks. Like that's it. Like that's your job. Heal and watch your marks. Like I said, and then also when you're over in the back there at Sir, make sure you're standing 10 yards apart because of the Holy Wrath. If you're a Warlock and you're in the safe zone, you can go back and dot up the ones in the back if you want to. I don't care. Don't go back next to the healers and get them killed. Don't go, I don't care if you go back there, dot them up, and then come back to the safe zone, get ready for your transition. That's not a problem. But there's not going to be really any DPS on the back ones until the first 2 are dead. Once the first 2 are dead, they're going to stay in their corners as ghosts, spectral ghosts. They still give out marks. Do not go by those corners because you're just going to add up marks and more raid damage. Now, the healers are going to continuously do their rotation. Even after the front 2 are dead, you're still going to do your rotation. Obviously, if you're rotating clockwise, the safe zone is going to be, instead of you healing New Boy at X, you're just going to be in the safe zone. Then you're going to move to the next safe zone that you normally would be healing Blood. Then you're going to move over and heal whoever the tank is in the back. It's just basically a big rotation. You need to make sure you're managing your marks. If you need to look at Vesper sheet, you can find out what healer you are. You know what marks to rotate on. The front 2 do hit very, very hard. Full mitigation on all the tanks that are going to be in the front. You need to make sure that we're topping them off as soon as possible. Mograine does do a threat, like a threat wipe, so you need to make sure that DPS is managing their threat on the X side. Don't go insane and pull threat and then just get wiped.
It's mostly fire damage, right, on the front 2?
So yeah, fire damage. So like Wrath is really good. Obviously, the pieces that have like the fire resist. I'll probably be wearing almost pretty much all Wrath.
The guide says use about 200 fire resist, so just ignore that or what?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm concerned about that because like Dark Iron, you could use, but I mean I don't know.
Their melee's still smack.
I was thinking
I know.
I might swap a couple pieces in.
I'd have to look and see. But Wrath, I mean, I don't know how much fire you get with Wrath in general. It's kind of hard to like put a paladin in your group because they're going to be constantly rotating, right? So, yeah.
The other thing that I saw is if we disarm them, especially the one that has the fire proc. I don't remember if that's.
Oh, it's Mograine. That's Mograine.
It's Mograine.
Yeah.
If we can keep him disarmed, that would help us out a lot, like as much as possible.
Disarm
DPS
DR?
warriors. No, I don't think so. I don't believe it does. It just the cooldown's longer.
Yeah, it's pretty long.
But so yeah, I mean like DPS warriors. Obviously, there's not gonna be a ton of them. Most of them are gonna be tanking, but the ones that are DPSing, yeah, I mean like please, I'll try to split them up and disarm right after the tank disarms.
So all DPS are on Mograine and Thane until they're down, and then.
Yeah, you're gonna be following your tank around, right? Okay, you're gonna follow your tank.
Yeah, and if one of them's dead, and you're either a healer or a DPS/tank, and you're assigned to go to the guy that's dead, you're just staying in the safe zone for that fight. Don't go find someone else to hit.
When hunters are in, like, as DPS on Thane, he does the meteor, right? So do we just, like, dead zone ourselves for the sake of stacking, basically?
Yeah, you're gonna have to, like, just dead zone and just melee.
Get that ash candy out, do some work.
I think it's 20 yards, so I mean, I guess you could stand out with the healers, but I mean, I'd rather have you soaking, because, like, it depends on how I have to do the groups, but obviously I'm gonna split melee up, but I mean, even mages and stuff are gonna be stacking with the tank, so that's why I say, like, when you're on Skull and you're getting relieved, make sure you guys leave together. You guys are walking out together, because one person leaves and they get meteored and they fucking die. So.
Yeah, also, that group needs to not stand near healers, because I know meteors have like clipped the edge of people, and like. The meteor will hit 6 people, but one of them was further away than all the others, and they'll take the full damage.
Yeah, healers are in max range out here, obviously, so they don't get hit. Max range, and then, like I said, swap. Any questions or any other, anybody want to put anything else in? Good.
Can I go kill them now?
Yeah, go kill them.
Yeah. Whoosh.
So
you said like when one of them died, you still do the rotation, right? And then
yes, there's so like when they die, they're gonna be in the corner, obviously, but there's gonna be a spirit of them, and they still do the mark. So you cannot like just walk up, obviously in the range. I think the mark. What is the mark?
It's like 65.
So the rotation still happens even though once you kill one or two of them, right?
Far.
Yeah.
So I guess once the hunter pullers have like established the positioning on the back too, they can just rejoin the DPS.
So like when the hunters are pulling, right? Like when you're over here, like Wani say you're over here and you shoot, like we're gonna body pull, and then New Boy and Blood are gonna pick them up. The other hunter on the other side's gonna pull, and you're gonna pull here. As soon as Fuerin like taunts and has them, yeah, you're fine to go back to like the safe zone where the rest of the raid is.
Join your tank, basically.
Yeah.
All right.
And then click on the orb below on the.
Don't run in yet. Stay here.
Back. Don't go in. Just click on the orb.
I can't.
I don't think you. Yeah, it has like a.
No, it's a weird.
I was able to get it for a moment.
Yeah, I think it has a cooldown for some odd reason.
Yeah, I think it does too.
Walk in, like if you go outside.
No, it didn't. It didn't work. I tried. So in the actual.
Where, Wani?
In the actual real dungeon, this blue zone.
Go through that way, right?
This blue zone will teleport you to Saf's room. There's no orb.
All right, so if people do have the boss guide up, I mean it's helpful because there's a diagram on there. But someone started it.
Oh.
No, it's not on my screen.
It's moving on mine.
Oh. Yeah.
Oh, he's saying still on mine.
Oh, maybe it's just broken. Anyway, if you look at the diagram on there, it's pretty much, obviously it's a dragon, so like, you know, tail whip, frontal cleave, same thing as always. If you look at the diagram, New Boy's going to run in and face him towards the other door. You're going to have two melee groups. You're going to have a melee group on the right and a melee group on the left. You're going to have a range group on the right, a range group on the left, and healers on the right and left. Obviously, we all know the Frost Aura, you know, every 2 seconds, I think they upgraded it to. There's going to be frost damage that goes out. Obviously, before we pull Frost Pots, everyone should have it. Everyone should do it. Yeah, it's definitely
started. Okay, now it's started.
Well, I don't think, as long as you don't go in, I think Wrath is different. I don't think it'll pull. Just stay in the doorway.
So cool.
Blizzard, Blizzard's going to be around the room. It's going to go like in a, I don't know if it's clockwise or counterclockwise, but basically it goes around the room. So basically, get out of Blizzard if it's.
There's a pretty circular pattern.
Yeah, and I think as far as obviously cleave, swipe. Yeah, that's pretty much it as far as like how he's there. I think okay, no, there's a curse. I'm sorry. There's a life drain curse that needs to be decursed immediately. So as soon as the curse goes out, you know, we'll have people in every group, mages and druids, that needs to be decursed. So you get the Frost Aura, the life drain curse that needs to be decursed, the Blizzard. That's pretty much it as far as the ground phase goes. During the air phase, when he goes up in the air, we're gonna do like a flying V, right? Okay. We all don't want to stack on each other because we don't know who's gonna get the ice bolt. So we're basically going to be starting from where we're coming in right here in a flying V. So like if you're on this side of the room, you're gonna be like in 10 yards of each other and spread out into a V this way, and then obviously on the other side you're gonna do the same thing. You're gonna be into a V this way. When the ice bolts come out of 5 random players, it's not all 5 players at once. It's I think it's 1 at a time, or if it's 2 at
it's like a
2 or 1.
One, and it's like a 5-second cast or something.
Yeah, it's not
every
all 5 players.
Yeah.
So basically, when it does hit that person, there's frost damage that goes out. I think it's like 3k frost damage to anyone that's in 10 yards of that person. So that's why we don't want to all stack up by the doorway. We want to have like a flying V 10 yards spread out. And if you say like I'm standing here and I get ice bolted, right? You don't want to run behind me because that's the first one. And then if you get it and everyone else runs behind it, you're going to do like a bunch of 3k damage to everyone because they all just ran behind the first person that gets ice bolted. So we need to make sure that we're not really collapsing behind, and obviously we want people way out on the other side. So like I said, like a 10-yard flying V. You know, it doesn't have to be a straight line. Obviously you can have people kind of like back here, 10 yards here, but just like in a kind of a V shape. And so basically when the last ice bolt is about to go out, you need to make sure that if you weren't the person that got ice bolted, you find a person that was ice bolted and you hide behind, because then he does the frost bolt, which basically you have to line of sight. If you're standing out and not line of sighting it, you're just going to instantly die. And that's the air phase. I think that 45 seconds into the fight, he's going to do the air phase. So, I mean, I hope this goes well. I mean, I don't know how the frost damage is going to go. It's going to be a lot of healing, very healing intense. You know, use your cooldowns. Like I said, if you're melee, frost pots, please have them. So I'll just pull the boss. Like I said, New Boy's gonna run in, pull the boss, flip the boss so he's turned this way, and then the raid's gonna be right and left side. Melee's right and left side. Don't be in front like the cleave. Don't be by the tail. Yeah, I'm not really attacking the ball. I'll just kill it, so I didn't want to touch it. So basically that's it. We can wait and see if there's wait 45 seconds, see if he does a air phase, so we can see the air phase. There's the Blizzard. It's going around. Make sure that you don't stand in it. So slash 10 yards is crucial in this fight, especially when it comes to air.
Yeah, on the PTR, the frost damage was about
Flying V,
160.
flying V, flying V, left and right side, flying V.
I max bolted in the right side.
Okay, see, he's a little far out. That one's a little far out.
Oh, we're all dead.
No.
Oh, he only did 3? Oh, he only did 3.
Well, it's 25 man, not 40.
Oh, yeah, it's 25 man. Okay. So, yeah, there's a little floating ball. As soon as it hits the ground, everyone that's out there usually dies. That's it right there. But you get see that people were out a little too far. That's too far on that first one that got. So when I say we need to go towards the door, obviously not stacked, but we need to go towards the door and 10 yards apart from each other, right?
Okay. Yeah, so I didn't have my range 10 out.
Far up the room, basically.
Well, that's for the ground phase.
Oh, gotcha.
That's the ground phase. So the diagram is for ground phase. Flying V is like what I'm trying to tell you is like we're going closer towards the door in a 10-yard spread out. So like you don't, if you're on the right side, don't go to the left side. Obviously, just stay on your side. Okay, that's it. Kill him. Any questions? No. Okay.
I'm glad we clarified that about the diagram.
Yeah, sorry. That's for the ground phase. All right, so KT last fight. It can be a pretty intense fight, especially towards the end. It's gonna be kind of crazy. I think I don't know, Vespa. Did you have my 3 shackles? You, Nares, and somebody else?
No, I haven't picked the other 2 yet. But yeah, we'll have those for.
All right, so basically, there's gonna be 3 shackle priests towards the last phase. You guys are going to have assists, so when you shackle, I want you to make sure you mark your target. Blood and Blood and Jam are going to be on the other 2.
These are the end phase ads, right?
Yeah, I'm going to go through. I'm just in general talking while he's waiting for this gate to open up.
I was like, what are the...
Okay, so basically the fight will start when we get to the middle of the room. So is everyone here? No, let's wait. I think that's everybody,
should
right?
be everyone.
Okay, so the fight will start when we enter the middle of the room. Okay, so we're in the middle of the room. Prio for range is going to be the Banshees, or the I think they're Banshees.
Soul Weavers.
Soul Weavers or Banshees, but those are going to be Prio for range, and then it's going to be the Skeletons. We don't want the Skeletons to make it to the middle. We don't want the Banshees to make it to the middle, so range needs to be on top of it. We'll have one range calling out. And telling them melee is going to be on the abominations. New Boy, Blood, myself, Jam are going to be tanking them. They do hit pretty decently hard, but basically that's going to be pretty much phase 1. Phase 1 is not really bad. It's not really much to it as long as the Skeletons don't make it to the middle of the room, because I think they do like a shadow damage, like a 3k shadow damage.
Yeah.
So
they're basically like the ghosts.
Yeah, they blow up, and the Soul Weavers do like a 6 to 8k shadow damage if they get to if melee get aggroed on them. So that's why we just need range to blow them up. So that's pretty much phase 1 is just killing ads. I don't see phase 1 being a problem at all.
Oh my god. That's a lot of skeletons.
Yeah.
So phase 1, kill ads, right? Phase 2 will start 5 minutes after phase 1. Obviously we still need to wipe up the ads that are remaining. But if you're looking at the diagram, the boss diagram, the diagram on there is for phase 2. So for phase 2, I'm just going to go through this why these ads are coming out. Blood is going to be back here by the throne. Jam is going to be back here by the throne. You're going to have group A, B, and C for melee. A is going to be Arm. B is going to be Navi. C is going to be Turb. I'll have the group split up. Basically, New Boy is going to be tanking the boss right here where I am. The boss is going to be right there. Groups A, B, and C are going to be around him. I'll be in one of the groups building a secondary aggro. All the range that has mana need to spread out 10 yards throughout the room. like right and left. Probably just same as you know, odds right. You know, it's same as like always, like Anixia and everything. So basically, the melee is split up into groups because there is a frostbolt that will basically one-shot the tank, and it needs to be kicked. And I think it's like a 4-second cast. It's like super fast. And so Group A, obviously, arms group will be first. Everyone in that group will use their ability. Then Group B, then Group C. So basically, obviously, if your kick doesn't, you know, it doesn't go through, obviously you have an entire group that's kicking. So that's for the frostbolts.
Does Curse of Tongues work for that?
We can try it. I'm not 100% sure.
It'd definitely be worth it if it doubles the cast time.
Yeah. Frostbolt volley also is going to be going out throughout the every 15 seconds. It's going to hit everybody in the room, and it does a pretty decent damage, so it's going to be really healing intensive. And let me see. Okay, and then the mind control. So chains of KT. That's where it's going to mind control the main tank. All right, so here he goes. This is phase 2. So like I said, we're going to pick them up. We're going to put them right here. Your groups A, B, and C. Blood and Jam are going to be back by the throne.
Oh.
Every other mana dealer is going to be spread out. The chains of KT is going to mind control the main tank and 4 other people. We need to be quick on the CC for those MC targets. I mean, they need to be super quick. This is another thing that's going to spawn right here. You need to get the hell out of this. As soon as it spawns, you need to get out. If it spawns in melee, we're going to have to just move the boss back a little bit. Holy shit, I'm dying to that.
Yeah, it does 100% of your HP.
I was looking at my thing. I wasn't talking.
Doesn't matter what level you're
Oh, fuck!
Yeah. Yeah, whip it up. So basically, mind controls need to happen as soon as possible.
Whoever's left, kill him before we run out of people.
Yeah, you just kill him.
Frost Blast is 130% of your HP.
Yeah.
My God.
So
I got a mass res.
So we need to make sure that the MCs are going out as soon as possible for that, and then I'll pick up the boss because I'll build secondary aggro, and the same thing. New Boy will just come back, build secondary aggro, pick up the boss. These are the guardians that I was talking about. 3 of these can be shackled, and 2 need to be off tanked. They cannot change aggro or like you don't like Jam and New Boy or Jam and Blood are going to be on them. No one else is going to be on them. We're just going to be focusing the boss down in phase 3. That's phase 3 right there, basically. The mana detonation is when he selects a random person that has mana, and it deals damage based on their max mana. So that's why you need to be spread out 10 yards, because if obviously you guys are clumped up, it'll do damage to everybody. The shadow fissures, those are the things that were spawning under people's feet. You need to move out of it right away. In 3 seconds, they'll erupt. And like I said, if it does happen in the melee, then we'll just New Boy will just back them up, and then groups A, B, and C will just move. Obviously, we need to be fast on that if that happens. And the Frost Blast, I think that's he'll turn to a random player within 10 yards and puts them in an ice block, like you saw me, dealing 130 of their max damage every 4 seconds. Healers need to be on their A game on that. So as soon as you see someone in an ice block, healers need to make sure that they're focused on them. So Vesper, I don't know if you want to set up a team for ice block healers. Obviously, we need them not to be the main tank healers. We didn't go over that the other day when we were talking about healing.
We did.
We did? Okay.
It's
I don't remember.
Like any healer that's not in the main tank is going to be doing it.
Gotcha. Okay. So that's like phase 2. Like there's a lot of abilities in phase 2, right? Like I said, Frostbolt that needs to be kicked. Frostbolt volley, which is that's going to hit everybody. Everyone needs to be topped off. The MCs are going to be happening. They need to be mind controlled. The mana detonation on mana users, the shadow fissures, and the frost blast, which is the ice people that get put in ice. So there's a lot of shit going on in phase 2. It's going to be hectic, but we need to make sure we're like MCing right away. We need to make sure we're moving out of the fissures right away, topping people off. Phase 3, we're burning the shit out of KT. We're shackling 3 of the Guardians. All the other stuff is going on still. There's still all the other shit going on. Frostbolt needs to be interrupted still. Frostbolt volley, all that shit is still going on in Phase 3. And then on top of that, there's 3 Guardians. Phase 3 happens at 40% of KT's life. So shackle 3 of the Guardians. You cannot shackle more or the shackles will all break. Only shackle 3. Blood and Jam pick up the other 2. And then we burn the shit out of KT. Like, it's going to be a crazy fight. It's going to be pretty intense. But I'm pretty sure we can handle it.
Do you have a spot where you want us to try and take the Guardians too?
I just want you to tank them like off, like, you know, if you're tanking one here, and then Blood's tanking one on the other side. I want you to mark yours that you're tanking, and I want, you know, Blood to mark his, so like we know not to shackle those, and then the priests that are shackling will, you know, be assigned a mark as well.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah, because I think if they
change targets,
if
they get a
change
buff.
targets, they get 15% increased damage every time. Or no, they get a 15% increased damage every time someone dies, or if they switch targets. So if people are dying, then Jam and Blood are going to get rocked, right? So we can't let that happen. We just need to make sure healing's up. So I mean, like, this is like frost pots are handy. You know, we'll maybe try to get some health stones out still, tubers, you know, bandaging if you can. I mean, like, anything to help. This is going to be a pretty intense fight.
It's the last fight of the game.
Yeah. Any questions? No? Everybody's good?
Where are those portals supposed to lead to? Like, if you look out, it's all snowy. Like, is that...
It's Northrend, where the Lich King is.
Ah.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
It's where the what are they called? Anubrax? I forget.
The
That's where the spiders come from.
Yeah, the Guardians.
Yeah.
Guardian of Ice Crown.
Yeah, it's gonna be intense. This is there's a lot going on, so that's all like there's really to say about it. Like, just it's gonna take us a couple attempts on this one. It's not gonna be just that easy. It's if, you know, people are moving, the interrupts are happening, mind controls, you know, getting CC'd, you know, the shackles, everything goes to the plan, then it'll be fine. But I think it's just gonna take us a couple attempts just to learn the fight, make sure that, you know, see the damage that goes out to everybody. But yeah, watch the videos that are in the channel, read the guide, look at the diagrams. If you're a healer, look at the Vesper healing diagram. Are you putting every portal on? So if nobody has any questions, then that's it.
Pretty
if
scary.
If you can come on tomorrow during the event, I think it's going to be not till later, really, because I think they said, what, a 6-hour window?
It's going to be Thursday.
It's Thursday. Okay. So the patch is just tomorrow. Gotcha.
Yeah, so it's going to start, and then it's going to go for 3 weeks, and then or we have 3 weeks to defeat it, and then there's a bonus week after it's defeated. They doubled the number of things they have to get murdered in order to actually like progress every stage.
Gotcha. This is insane how many portals you can actually put up.
They start disappearing before I can even finish the whole list.
And it brings you to the land of more portals, evidently.
Oh yeah, Stormwind's like an actually useful city in Modern.
It's a hub. It's the hub.
Unlike in Classic, where if there wasn't the dragon buff, no one would spend any time in Stormwind.
Yeah, dragon buff and ZG.
Yeah.
It was good for Phase 4.
I still wish I could have IF be my capital city, but
yeah, it'll be fun. It'll be a fun time.
Well, thanks for the walkthrough, Thoris.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks, Thoris.
This place is cool.
I'll upload the VOD to my YouTube channel. It's gonna be 2.5 hours long. I'm not gonna bother to cut it because I still haven't.
Yeah, I tried to. I was trying not to let go, but
yeah,
I mean,
there's a lot at the beginning that if I cared enough, I could cut out, but eh.
Oh yeah,
there's rogue skanking in the Stormwind Tower.
You're funny.